So, y'all were here in Port Nyanzaru. I'm pretty sure that is how it's pronounced. And yous had all met in the city of Baldur's Gate. How familiar. And in doing so, a group of Aasimar and a group of Tiefling found themselves in the home of this woman. 3 of them were there because they had a job. 3 of them were looking for someone else. And through a series of, shall we say, problems, series of usually you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and one girl taking way too much interest in a carpet. The party agreed to do a job to find a thing called the Soulmonger in a far-off distant land called Chult. They decided to do a little bit of shopping before they went away. They went to a shop to buy some sunflower seeds. Aziri got her sunflower seeds. She's a happy girl. She didn't get her carpet. We don't know how she feels about that yet, but I'm sure we'll be kept up to date. Ichi was like, I need a bag of holding, to which every vendor he spoke to said technically all bags are holding bags. He didn't have a good argument for this. Multiple party members tried to look for books in regards to Chult and the language. The only book available was written in Goblin. The party was against that. For some reason. And late that night, one of your party members found themselves in a strange land where everything was black and white. They then found themselves talking to the suavest hick he's ever met, and proceeded to leave that place feeling a bit more powerful. At that point there, yous all left to go to this place, and were teleported halfway across the world to the Chilton Peninsula, where the Jurassic Park theme tune plays at all times, as every time you walk around this city, there's just a random ass dinosaur minding its own business.
Yay!
Yous walked around trying to get a little bit of information, and yous ended up finding one woman. She told you her name was Hilda and that she would give you some information and guide you around where you want to be. It was really hard for Clive to say anything, as he is voluntarily mute, which this woman did not know, and held his hands while saying this, making it very awkward. I'm sure they'll be the best of friends. She then inferred that Ichi and Chloe, who is also Angel, who is also Clive, then inferred that they are maybe in a not-so-platonic male-on-male relationship. I would like to point out, nobody denied that. Just putting that out there. Nobody denied that. You then decided to get some information and call it a night. So, using the powers of the Discord chat, yous have elected, after having 4 other guides, and even the possibility of having just having Ember wing it through the jungle, yous decided that the shady snake lady is somehow your best choice. I fuck with that. Hard.
Do it for the plot.
And so,
You know, I can't fix her, but I can fuck her. Maybe that'll calm her down.
You can make me worse.
Not all you want to.
So, just for everyone's own purpose and sake, I have rolled her up a player character sheet that I will use. She has some levels. It makes sense. Just in the event that shit goes wrong, I'm not stuck with I'm not stuck with a very poor CR monster fighting a considerably stronger CR monster. You know, like a CR2 fighting a CR10. It just ain't going to end well, Chief. So, she has some levels and some classes that I will not make you aware of, but you can try and
Warlock.
guess.
No.
But that night,
I have a slight suspicion.
Warlock.
So, if this is the party decision and it's made, you would hear Aziri sort of go, "No, but we shouldn't do that. We should pick the one that gives us to charity and wants to do good. That's the right thing to do. That's what we should be doing, not this other person who is obviously not a trustworthy person. Look at how they talk about people behind their back."
I'm here to do a job, not charity.
Okay, well,
Aziri
about the
the
job
pimp.
thing. I read the things, and one of them talked about bugs and the ghouls and zombies.
Hold on. You read the thing? Because
Wait,
I
you
remember
can
last
read?
session you said you couldn't read.
No? Well, I can read. It just took me an hour to read them.
I'm
Oh.
a slow
Are you one
learner.
of them dyslexics?
No, I'm one of those. I need to do the finger to sound out the words.
Oh no.
Man,
Were you dropped on your head when you were young? Perchance?
Probably.
Oh, You know what? Keep going, keep going. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Well, it's just that stood out to me. Bugs, zombies, and ghouls. Now, I think I've heard about the ghouls and zombies, and that's probably the evil that we should be dealing with, particularly if we've got the other person, the right woman. But what do they mean by bugs?
no, I'm
I
gonna.
don't know, bugs are usually found on dead things.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm looking for it on the map, so give me some time. I'll probably find it when we're done. But at this moment in time, yous are in a tavern and in a hotel-like area. You know, you're in like the beer garden of the local hotel here in Xourel. It's got like 3 stars and some decent reviews on TripAdvisor, but it's very well a budget hotel.
TripAdvisor more like Trip Beholder.
Are you like in the middle of like a busy area, or are you like off to the side, or are you in one of your like group's bedrooms talking about this? Where are you scene wise?
Is there any dark corners to brood in?
No, let's go with a nice candlelit corner.
Slightly,
gay people.
slightly lit up, you know. Oh my god, and that just landed. Fuck you.
I mean, you know, Xourel's theatrics needs the proper lighting.
Yeah. I say we're in like a private room.
Do you know what's crazy? The book tells you everything about this place. Oh, you can find people outside of taverns. Does not tell you where there's any taverns. The word tavern shows up twice, and it's to tell you that you could find people in taverns. Fucking well written, that one.
Maybe we can find people in taverns by taking the boat back to Baldur's Gate, where there are actually taverns.
Oh no.
Okay, I vote we drown him.
Are the taverns called something other than tavern here?
Ah, here we go.
They're called potato breweries.
So, fun fact. In the aptly named Red Bazaar, which is not red, and that's rather bizarre, there are 2 noteworthy inns. I will let you pick which one. Oh yeah, I did give these names, Christ. The Thundering Lizard or Kaya's House of Repose? Which one are you in?
I want to go to the lizard.
I like Thundering Lizard. That sounds pretty
Thundering
sick.
Lizard,
Then, as you are in the Thundering Lizard, This is the more jovial and rowdy place, so, you know, this is your typical Witherspoons on a Friday night before the clubs start letting in type deal. There's all manner of people shouting and jumping, there's food going everywhere, there's beers, there's wines, there's the Chilton delicacies as well. And you just manage to find a place out of most of the hustle and bustle. Every now and then someone does like bump by your table and you get like something spilled on you, and it's one of those assholes that doesn't say, "I'm sorry then, mate," and you just kind of sit there and take it. But the music's good, I suppose. You know, there's always that. Every good pub has a silver lining, and this one is apparently the music. As you are sitting, talking this through in Aziri, you say about the bugs, and as you say that, a rather rambunctious man in a blue hat and matching clothes and a big old thick bushy beard stands on a table and goes, "Bugs? Oh, they're everywhere. They carry diseases. But I have braved these jungles once, and now I have come to tell you all about it in my award-winning book, Volo's Guide to Monsters."
Oh my god.
How much?
It looks like Grandpa forgot his meds.
This man is Volothamp Gotterdam.
Oh my god.
God.
Wow.
I would know who he is, right?
Wait,
Like,
would we recognize him?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a wizard. I know how to read books.
Xourel would have actually no fucking clue.
Brutus probably knows because of Ember. Wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
No, I don't yap that much.
You're a detective, of course you do. I think your monologues.
I monologue. I don't yap about it. I also don't speak
Fine,
about
fine,
other
you
women.
monologue about Volo.
Well, as the great Polo once said, I have no idea.
As the great Volo once said, "This will only hurt a little."
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know why, but looking at you makes my eye hurt.
Actually, as the great Volo will soon say, "This will only hurt a little." What is he?
Excuse me.
Yes!
Excuse me, good sir. How much is it for your book?
Well, it's usually quite expensive, and I've already started working on my next masterpiece. But giving me on the publicity tour of my book for you, 50 gold. A small
Give it 10.
price, a small price to pay for this handcrafted, hardback exercise of labor.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink. You deal with this, boss. As Brutus gets up and heads to the bar.
I'll give you 10 gold, and I'll make sure to add my notes and share them once I return from my adventure.
No.
Well, what's the lowest price you would take, good sir?
50 gold.
I sadly don't have it in my possession at the moment.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
I'll say at this point, Xourel is probably wandering about, and he'll eye the book, and he'll go, "Well, what exactly are you looking for in this? Is it simply price? Surely, fellow member of theater," he does like a little, like, up and down look, "a fellow member of theater would appreciate some, zest to his tales. Wouldn't you like to add our, experiences out into the wilds?"
As he cracks open a page. I've got to find the exact page. Give me a moment. There we go. As he cracks open a page, you see a rather disturbing image. I'm going to just hold up the camera for all to see.
Smash.
This
What's that?
gutted, tentacled creature sprawled out, and as he points up at the top corner, "The book has already been annotated fully by the greatest wizard that is. one Elminster.
Well, as a wizard, you should know that there's never enough information.
I value his findings, given his age. And he also, too, must receive a cut of this. And the book is also fully printed, so therefore there will be no more annotations until such time as I bring out my next book, Volo's Guide to Spirits.
Well, our wonderful wizard here is an enchantment wizard. Elminster does the sort of destructive save the world kind of, hither-tither, but our lovely compatriot here is of a different sort. Wouldn't you like a second opinion?
No. I begrudge Elminster's.
Xourel's eye twitches.
Fucking love Volo.
Xourel, can you spot me a tenner, sweetheart?
Quinn.exe has stopped working. Please shut down and restart application.
What exactly did you say? Sorry.
Can you spot me a tenner?
That's 10 gold pieces.
Oh.
God fucking damn it.
I suppose.
Sweetheart,
unless we-
could you give me 10 gold, perhaps?
Oh, so we're not haggling this one?
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart, I got it.
It gives you like a raised eyebrow. It's like, okay, and he'll pass you 10 gold.
I shovel it, I throw it in my bag, I hand over my bag of gold. There you go. 50 golds for your book.
Pardon me if I don't quite believe you. As he
Oh, you...
takes the bag of gold and starts to open it up and count.
Can I just grab a book and walk away?
You're about to cause a whole load of trouble.
This is how we get executed, huh?
See, here's the thing. I'm not stalling for time. I'm stalling to find something that I don't want to stand up and find.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to metagame. So I might have to do this, but I know it's a really bad idea because I know what Volo is, and I know exactly what his deal is, and I know exactly that he's way more than we know he is, but Xourel doesn't know that.
Yeah, but Amber should. After all, Amber knows, right, guys? Let me just grab Volo's stat block here real quick.
Oh no.
You know, just in case Ruby does something really fucking retarded.
So, because Volo's a weave anchor, isn't he?
What now?
And that's why he's like way more than he should be.
He starts to count your gold, as you would. He's pawing it back. I'll give you the best example I can here. Hit, 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 hit. Look underarm, bag in hand, and he's just got his finger in there and he's pulling coins up and putting them in a flat line.
Well, what number does he get up to?
We'll see what's going on. He's counting. Not counting out loud, he's just moving fingers.
That should be 50 gold, correct?
Holds the money, looks and moves it over. A little short.
Ah, how much am I short? I must have
Pours it
miscounted.
out. 5.
Brutus!
Puts it back in, ties the bag, hands it to you. And clearly my works are wasted on you. But if you ever find yourself in Waterdeep,
You hear? Wait, real quick. Brutus groans, walks over. 5 short.
Yes,
Right.
it happened again. It happened again.
I better get a pay bump for this, and I'll set out 5 gold. I'll put in the extra 5 gold into the pot.
See. Ooh, I can display these things. Oh, that's nice. I'll remember that. See.
Apologies, my boss is a bit.
No, not that. Don't worry. The new module that came out has all of these images, such as like that. So you know.
Nice.
Brutus was just taking the jab at his boss.
No. I just seen that as I was looking for something. Don't worry. But see, counts it up, and as he does, he hands you, Brutus, the book, and as he does, clearly a man of refined taste, and keep it away from these Philistines. As he relinquishes the book. Anyway, the bugs, they carry a rather horrible disease. Some call it blue monkey fever, others blue mist fever. The wizards of the coast retconned it. True story. You would like to avoid being bit by these small little insects. Not the large ones, your fire beetles or your swarms of spiders. No. But your rhine-horned dung beetle. Don't get bit off that. Or scarabs. God forbid you be bitten by a scarab.
Say, would a studied man like yourself know about a device called a soulmonger?
Haven't the foggiest. Heard about
Just
it,
in case.
know of it.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Just fuck it, we've all.
I don't think this is going to be a high check. Let's
Hit the
see.
10.
I meant for Volo.
Remember, this is a man that was trusted by Mistra herself to protect magic. This fucking guy.
Well, it's funny to lie to him.
I'm not lying to him either.
I am.
He says it with the same authority and the same power as he did as he was marketing his book. And you get the feeling that this is a man that's already quite inflated.
Well then, alright, if you truly, know nothing more about it, I won't waste any more of your time. Thank you for this illustrious purchase.
And again, as he places a hand on your shoulder, if ever you're in Waterdeep, don't seek me out. He walks off into the crowd, and you know, since he raises the mug and everybody, why? And then it somehow gets louder.
And then, slowly turning to Ember, now why, pray tell, were you trying to deceive that man?
Worth a shot, isn't it? We still get the book.
And I'm out 5 gold.
You would be either way. But I'm broke now, so I don't know.
Well, sucks to be you. Well, if you don't mind, I have some reading to catch up on. I might give you the Sparks notes.
So, this is where things get fun, okay? This is an entirely meta thing that this book introduces, and it's fucking nuts. So, if ever out there in the jungles of Chult, you see a creature that you're not familiar with, you can consult the Book of Foes and get some background information on the creature if it is available in the book. You will not be given stat blocks, weaknesses, strengths, or anything of the such. You'll be given the image and any bordering text, condensed down, because I can't imagine you want to hear this 400-page paragraph, but condensed down to something
Whatever is in
useful.
statistics.
Yeah, pretty much. And there is a lot here on almost everything. So, it can be consulted in a pinch.
Why do you think
Alright.
I wanted the book so badly?
And the absolute stupidity of it, if you are to try and consult the book in combat, that there will be an action.
That's amazing.
And we'll just say that you're a really fast reader.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're spending your whole action to search for this. I figure that makes sense.
It takes me 6 seconds to find the right page. What do you want about?
Oh, this book has a nice little appendix at the front.
Still take me 6 seconds to find the right page.
But yeah. You can quite literally add Volo's Guide to Monsters to your inventory.
Lovely. Well, if y'all need some light reading, I might lend it to y'all.
I'll double your pay if you let me read it.
Yeah, sure, why not? I like money more than I like being petty. As he turns over the book to Amber.
Hell yeah!
Some interesting stuff, though, in that book.
Time to add a third book to my inventory.
Pepsi,
Yes.
pick a page anywhere up to 223.
1, 2, 3. 123.
No word of a lie, I'm on 124 right now.
Oh boy. Perfect.
As you take a little look here in this, I don't have the book in D&D Beyond, sadly, because it's Legacy, and I was a Roll20 guy back then. But you see this almost goblinoid-looking creature, this quadrupedal, blackish-purple goblinoid creature, and you just see the word Barghest above it. And it looks pretty fucking fierce. There you go.
I'm a fucked up dog.
Well, fucked up dog. As he passes it over.
That dog. Yeah, there's a weird goblin dog in there. Called Barghast, I think.
I'll give you something to gobble on.
Ew.
Bad.
You know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna magically manifest a spray bottle.
Poison spray. Downcast poison spray.
Yeah.
Downcast poison spray.
As you are taking in the rest of the night, you can do whatever you are doing. The time is already spent, and tomorrow's stuff is already planned, shall we say. So it's entirely up to yourselves what you do with the rest of the night, or if you just go straight to bed.
I think I would just basically forego the long rest and just spend the whole night reading the book.
Make a con save.
I
And welcome to level 1 exhaustion.
Let's go! But hey, at least you know
would-
the book very well.
would want to play some dice.
Here you go, here's the image. I got it in D&D Beyond. From another book.
Oh, how cute. Nice puppy.
How does that name sound just real quick?
Barghest.
Barghest is how D&D Beyond tells me it said. Barghest. In times of dice, yeah, there are a few people here that you can definitely. There are a few people that you can definitely gamble with. Out of curiosity, there, Vox. God, he's making me open Xanathars already. God.
That's number 3.
I didn't think I'd need to open this session.
Yeah, but like, what? How many books have we opened in the last hour?
Module and Volos, and that's it.
Module follows and now Xanatars. That's 3.
Do we really count the module though? Let's be
Oh,
honest.
what? Yeah. No, I counted. What was the image in though? Because that's another book basically.
The what?
The image of the goblin dog.
The image of the goblin dog. It was reprinted for NPMM.
I'll take it. So that's 4.
But yeah, Vox, there are some checks I'm going to require you to make. How much money are you putting on the table out of curiosity?
10 GP. And I would like to, before starting, cast guidance on myself and try to cheat a bit.
Yeah, of course. I believe. Where was it? Yeah, I've already gone past.
Of course. Try cheating. That's a great idea.
Hey, at least he's not trying to do a skill check and immediately casting a spell in front of the person he's doing it with. You know, that's how you end up in combat. You know, with a guy that already doesn't trust you.
Yep.
Go ahead, Vox, and it was somewhere in there. We'll just play a fun little game. Ah, there we go.
So
Found it here.
I'll first
Classed as crime.
guidance then.
So, because you're, we'll see you're in a lower class area. I know, right? So, okay.
There's a joke to be made. A very rich joke to be made. Don't worry about it.
Should I roll sleight of hand as well for
There are
cheating?
very separate checks that need to be made, and this just determines it. So I got to do. Oh yeah, I have so much dice that I've been rolling recently. It is crazy. So I just got to make some DCs real quick here. Okay, so. You can only get guidance on one check, and it'll be your first check. I'm going to require you to make Wisdom, Deception, and Intimidation. And you have 3 separate DCs to beat. And you're betting 10 gold, was it?
Intimidation?
Yeah.
Why intimidation?
I imagine it's to do with part of bluffing. Like a bullish move. I don't know how much poker you've ever played.
I don't see how that wouldn't be performance rather than an intimidation, but fine. Can I do the other one, deception? It was right first.
Character makes 3 checks. Doesn't say they need to be in order.
Okay. Then I'll first roll deception. That's a plus 4 on that from the guidance, so that's 16. Then my wisdom, is it a wisdom check or wisdom save?
Insight.
Ah, insight, okay. Insight
Should take dark gambling.
and intimidation.
You gain double your bet.
Okay.
So whatever you made, whatever you bet, just give yourself that amount back. Plus additional.
I said I bet 10, so I get 10 extra.
Yep.
Double or nothing.
As you are gambling it away, enjoying that sweet, sweet life. So everybody else doing Aziri, Amber, 4.
I'm spending the night reading my book.
Coco. Just move you over here with the diseased one.
Yeah.
Aziri would move around. Did the guide notes have the pictures on, or were they? different.
Yes, they all had their pictures. Probably not as colourful, but definitely sketched to a very good likeness.
Okay. Then she's moving around the inn and she's looking for two things. The first was she's looking to see if what's her name? Is it Eku or Eka?
Eku.
Eku. If Eku is in the inn, in which case she'd like to go up and talk to her. If she's not, Aziri would like to move around and sort of ask around if there are any like abbeys or something like that.
Yep. Whilst we're doing that, if you want to very slowly, very, very, very painfully slowly move your mouse over to the charisma persuasion and contemplate clicking on it for a good minute or two, and then click on it. Sweet. And
Wow.
if you'd like to follow the same rigorous processing that we've just done and apply that to the insight part of your attributes. So, in regards to the woman known as Eku, not much that people say about her. She isn't here. She's very quite... You get the information that she's quite introverted, I suppose would be the phrase I think I'm looking for. Like, you gotta find her. She doesn't really go out much. And for your second one, if you would like to repeat the process as previously, but again, by all means, take your time. I'm clearly very not in any way, shape, or form stalling to import 3 photos. Every session, guys. Every you think I'd remember to do this? I mean, you'd be wrong, but you'd think I would. I'm just gonna rename this. Nearly rename that to something else, and then if someone would be so kind as to tell me what those rolls were.
11 for the persuasion and 10 for the insight.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a temple here, and rather than look at the book, I know, right? Rather than look at the book, I believe, yes, I will just import the one. There is a temple.
The Minecraft shipping, please. Oh, sorry.
There is a temple dedicated to a god. By Vox? No? By Pepsi. To the god Snet? Nope, that's the woman's name. Savas. There's a temple to the god Savas here in Chult. And that they have been looking for some help recently. There it is here. So, very packed part. And these people tell you, because it's on the map as well. I'll remember it at some point, you know I will. It's on the map, they tell you that it is quite high. Warehouse, dry dock. I believe it was by the bazaar, Christ. Oh! There we go. There is a temple of Savras, a temple of Gond, and a temple of Sun. 3 separate temples in the city. Numbers 7, 8, and 9 on your map, respective.
Would Aziri know any of those gods?
Ruby adds Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide to the list.
Wait, do I get 2 books?
No,
Oh,
that's just in our source
yeah.
book.
Yeah.
One of them... Gond is one that I think may link to you. Let me just FGOND. Let me see. You would know of Gond as in working on the farm, as you did. You had to do an awful lot of self-repairs. He's done an awful lot of woodwork and such as well. And Gond is the god of the artifice, the god of craft and construction. When your ship wasn't going too right and someone had to fix something in the farm, it was always, "Dear Gond, save us here." He's a bit of a wanderer as well, you know. However much you think Aziri would know of this god, sure, I'm giving you the first two headings on the Sword Coast Adventures Guide once I get the next one up. I'd never heard of this one myself either.
I don't think she would know of Severus.
Soon.
She might.
You know what, give me a religion check, we'll find out.
Yep.
You're a girl.
I am a girl, thank you very much for noticing.
God, I wish it was that easy.
And just like any girl, you dream of passion and delights sometime. The beauty of all things. Soon, the goddess of beauty and passion, not just the pleasing sights, but enriching sounds, luxurious tastes and scents, the exquisite pleasures of... Nope, not saying that bit. But you know, you're an adventurous spirit. You like to inquire about new things and certainly try new things, as you have just made arguably a couple of 100,000-mile trip across the world. So, you know, yeah. You would be...
She doesn't fully understand it.
Yeah, but you get an idea. You're like, yeah, it's...
Yeah, soon was like when they had parties at home, that was the god they sort of like made look pretty and stuff.
Yeah. As for that other one, he was one even I didn't realise, so...
I don't think Aziri would know who that is.
Savas, nah. The all-seeing god, he's definitely... This guy's definitely... You know, I'll say, you know Savas is to do with, like, mages and shit, and that's just, like... That's not in your wheelhouse. That's not in your repertoire. You don't care either way about this guy.
Then, with all that done, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed after that.
Yep. Cool. Then
I assume that during this time, Xourel's probably looking for signs of Krissa.
just had to add three pieces of information to apologise. You are looking around. Do me the exact same as Tom. Just give me any form of charisma based check, and then an insight check.
Yeah, see if you can beat my high persuasion. Ugh, God.
I'd like to point out, by the way, just putting it out there, both Volo and Pepsi have the same wisdom. So you know. There has been tales. You give the information, and you've been given some tales of a woman who came here on a boat a little while ago. It was very... People did try to keep it hush-hush. There have been people around trying to strong-arm people into not having seen anything. You know, trying to get people to gaslight themselves that didn't happen. Fuck you on about. She came here with a few mercenary-looking types, and this other woman, sandy hair, kind of caramelisk skin, if you will, very much a beautiful-looking woman, not from the Sword Coast region, but maybe a little bit further west and not so southern. Came here with her been about 3 days or so since they arrived, and they headed off into the jungle. Not too sure about a lot of that with a 5 on insight. But the timeline of her at least arriving does match with your experience, given that she left about a week before you left, and she left by boat, and you had to fucking walk.
Yeah.
So these timelines, that part makes sense. Everything else, fuck those.
Interesting. I might find Amber after that point and like catch her up.
She is nose deep in a book.
Would Xourel know where she is?
Probably some at the tavern table, I'd assume.
No, she would disappear to like their quarters. If you ask Brutus, he would know.
Yeah.
And that's what Brutus is doing, but I think Pepsi's walking the dog.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, it sounded like you were outside earlier. What is Brutus doing, out of curiosity?
Just to clarify, I was on my phone because Discord was bugging out on PC. It's good now. Anyways, Brutus is basically had a few drinks, and you know what? I have dragon chess. I'm not really playing for gold, but if someone wants to play against me, you know, the offer's there.
A game of intellect. Sure. Sure. And it says you are challenging the drunkards of the Thundering Lizard to 1 or 2 rounds of chess. Neither, winning one, losing the other. Just buying each other rounds. The loser buys the round type deal. The winner stays on.
Gotcha.
But as you are enjoying it, and up comes the purple one.
You need something?
Any idea where our esteemed detective is?
Let me think about it. Think about it a little bit longer.
This one thinks too much. Play the game.
As he takes a sip of his drink, moves a chess piece. Oh yeah, she's in her room being a nerd.
All right. And I assume I know where that is.
Yeah.
Upstairs, 3rd room on the left.
Who the hell
Make
plays the
his
Queen's
way.
Gambit? Guy flips the chess table and walks away.
How dare you! Grumpily picking up his chess set. This took half of my paycheck last month.
Never in his life has Brutus wanted to say a racial slur more.
Brutus is thinking it. Someone in the corner cast the text box and gasps.
Scandalous.
You know what? I'm going to bed. As he angrily takes his chess set upstairs.
Yes, you go up and you meet with your companion. We'll very quickly run to that part before we can all tick that long rest button. As you give the door a little rat-a-ta-ta-ta.
Yes?
I've actually garnered some information while you were up here.
Well, I've been reading. Sorry. Howdy, partner. I've been reading.
I can see
holds up
that.
the book.
Well, I've been doing some people reading, and it turns out our finest little runaway has found her way into Chult and is guarded by company. Apparently, she is with some mysterious woman from the west. Something of not of Baldur's Gate, that's for sure. Apparently they made their way into the jungle.
Well, good thing we're going there. Anyway, I'm reading. Do you anything important?
Sorry.
Xourel just stands there, and, you know, he is wearing a mask, but you can see him grimacing. Just a littlest bit. No, that was all.
Apologies, I get caught up in my books pretty often. What did you say?
Oh. Good hells. Krissa made her way here, had a company, very much not from Baldur's Gate, and made her way into the jungle. Apparently she made it here just a bit ago, so we're on the right track.
Copy.
Alright, well, that was all I could garner from asking around, but at least we're in the right spot.
Well, thank you very much. Anything else?
I suppose not.
And before you finish the sentence, he already disappears into her book again.
Good hells. He's gonna walk back. How much time do you think is like left here?
Like before you go for a long rest,
Yeah.
what you thinking of doing?
I want to see if I can make some money performing in the tavern.
Performing or performing?
Performing like a bard.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't answer the question.
Fucking got you there.
I want to make my gold pieces back. Not with my clothes on, thank you.
Not with
For
your
now.
clothes on. Ah, we gotta go to the prostitution section.
I mean, we've seen the paintings.
I want to make
Burlesque
my
Was that
my
Tom?
10 gold back.
It's a burlesque bar.
Pearl
No, just keep
changes the
doing it.
mask to a Shrek mask. Things get really
Welcome
weird
to
and
Shard's
shit.
Crest.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We will say here. Make it really quick and nice and easy. We'll just go to give me DOS. Give me DOS Performance and a Deception or Persuasion. Dealer's choice. And I will.
2 performance?
Yeah, and I will very quickly just set our DCs accordingly for you. Because you just roll these shit up as it's going. You don't think about it, you just go, ah yes, perfectly fine. All things
Well-
balanced as they should be.
I didn't pick the easy nat 20 whenever I want bard class, so.
I'll be the judge of that. Versus this, and then next up on the list is this.
Oh.
What? Oh.
Damn. Damn.
Son.
Yeah. That's insane. That ain't even. I like the DC is 2D. The DC is 2d10 plus 5, and I cannot stress enough that I rolled 2 9s. Which
That's fucked up.
just 14, 19, and whatever this number is. Your efforts as you sing and dance and trollop and frolic around the bar, and try your hardest to get the theme song going as you rock round screaming Joan Jett's "I Love Rock and Roll." As you're giving it all you've got, going "I love rock and roll," everybody's going "We love sausage rolls," and just like taking the absolute piss out of you.
That's fucked up.
You don't make
They
any
don't
money,
appreciate a good opera here.
but you don't lose any money.
That's good. They don't appreciate a good opera in Schult. I guess it's not their thing.
When you got up, one guy gets up, stands on the table, and just like starts playing the bongos, really cool. Like someone starts dimming candles, and everybody starts going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." It starts getting tribal in here.
That's fucked up. I'll get him one day.
You'll convert Chult one Philistine at a time.
Yeah.
Don't urbanize Chult.
Don't gentrify Chult, how dare you? But yeah, with that, as everybody starts making the golds once more and enjoying a night in Chult, if for whatever reason you require it, knock off a long rest. If all you need to do is prepare spells, please go ahead and prepare those spells.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock it off just in case.
And we will say now that your first 24 hours here in Chult elapse. I will start moving the GM screen and I will look at just how long we it's a number you'll never see. But yeah, as the morning approaches, the bells ding and dawn, and yous once more arise, awake, my pretties, here in Chult. It's an early rise, an early morning. You hear the noises of the townspeople long before the bells and the sun arise. You hear hammering of things into boards. You hear screaming and shouting. You hear an awful lot of people cursing out the dinosaurs. Really hard to see these huge things at night, apparently. But as the day finally dawns, and you are now here in Nyanzaru. I will find a different way to say this every time. What do you wish to do today?
We need anything else, or are we gonna try the jungle with the old lady?
I said to ride the jungle. My action is gonna keep changing. It's never gonna be the same for the same sentence.
Well, I'm gonna try to stay consistent at least. Boss, why does your accent keep changing?
Well, you know, they taught me back in school, it's always good to stay a little, never be consistent, so that's what you get caught on, you know? You always be slightly different, it's harder to keep track of who is who, so it's easier to blend in with the crowd.
Do you think the dinosaurs will be in the jungle? There'll be dinosaurs.
Probably.
Yeah, seeing as they're pretty normal around here, wouldn't surprise me if they're in the jungle as well.
You think
Probably not as common as cattle.
do you think we can tame them and catch them there?
Chance, I don't think we
Possibly.
want to waste too much time on it, however, that's not our main objective.
Oh. Why wouldn't we want dinosaurs?
Well, if I
Because it
remember
might take too.
Go for it.
Because it might take too long to wrangle up a dinosaur. I mean, if you really want one, why don't you go buy one?
Well, we tried.
Just
but
somebody is selling them.
Ichi here fucked it up.
I did not fuck a dinosaur.
Yeah, you fucked up buying one.
Brutus's eyes dim out for a second to Drenhow before lighting back up. What?
Yeah, he fucked it up talking of buying a dinosaur. We tried yesterday.
Oh, fucked it up. Okay. I thought you said. Okay, never mind.
So I thought if we can't buy one, maybe we could get one in the jungle. How hard can it be? If they like cattle, I've had cattle at home.
You know what? If it's convenient, sure. But you're taking care of it, and if we have to get going, we're leaving it behind.
You are walking through the town and you see the woman once more. She kind of moves on up to you with her pulled back features and tight ponytail, dressed in a more adventurous accoutrement. And she looks at you. I see you are still without a guide. Have you plans on heading into the jungles?
Is she talking to anyone in particular?
The entire group. Basically
And I'm-
everybody bar Amber and Xourel because they weren't there, but you know,
And then
look at
right at
them.
the front.
If you wish to be at the front taking charge, then yes, I would say that Brutus is probably next to you having this conversation about dinosaurs.
I think, well, I don't like you.
Thanks.
That's a little rude.
It's better than being untruthful.
This one would fit in well. I dislike yous too, but coin is coin after all. And
Still think we should go with the other one. And I'll just sort of like move away from her.
I come with all the equipment you will need. And she slides the bag off and wraps it round, and as she opens it up, you see this rather odd contraption of like a funnel and a bucket with like some mesh over it and like a huge glass bottle at the bottom.
Like a water filter or something?
Exactly.
Brutus internally, holy shit, I was right.
Oh, what do we need a guide for? You guys don't think I can find the way myself?
Yes.
Dearest,
I
I
don't
would
think
much rather prefer that someone who's familiar with the land would guide us through the land. No insult to your capabilities, of course, but we're not exactly native.
You couldn't find your way around the jungles if you tried.
What about would be you pay you for it if you said it's not possible?
For you. For I am of the jungle. I know every place there is to know. From the far-off ports to the lower mountains, I've seen it all.
Can I inside her?
Sure. What are you trying to figure out there, buddy?
Is she talking the truth from what I can tell?
Someone be so kind to roll me a d20.
Damn it.
No. She's very confident in the words that she says, and as she's pointing in directions that seem to make sense, as you can see every now and then from when she says mountains and flicks her hand over, you can see there's smoke rising ever so faintly in the distance. And as she points towards ports, she points off in another direction. It seems to be deep into the jungle, but you can see that on the horizon there are ships coming from that direction. And as she says it, without even breaking eye contact, her hands are flicking in these directions that you are noticing.
Well, don't seem to be. Seem like you know better what's right than I do for this situation. So I suppose we could use your help. What do you charge, by chance?
Standard rates.
Excuse me if I may ask, but I'm not native of around here. What's the
Clearly.
standard rate? Well, you want your
30
business or?
gold pieces up front. Then 5 gold pieces every day afterwards.
Brutus, you can spot me the money correctly.
Royal Bank of Brutus over here.
Brutus slowly turns over. Did you really spend all your money on that goddamn book?
Well, I've been reading it overnight. I haven't slept yet, but it's a really useful book. It tells me a lot of things about all the
That
creatures
didn't
we might
answer my
encounter.
question. Did
So
you
yeah, it's
spend all your money?
I got
all her
a
money and
proper-
some of mine.
and your 5 of yours. I got I got a good amount of value out of it. That's worth a lot more. Towards your survival, which I couldn't pay you if I was dead, you know. So that's why I spent the money on this book. That dude
I'll
is
split with one of the angels.
Well, yeah. You figure out the money. I'll make sure to read the book and guide us through when we need to. Correct? You know.
Brutus is gonna turn to, I guess, Box and one second. I need to look
Sorry. Head's up my ass, my buddy. Head is up my ass. 30
So far-
days. 30 days worth of payments up front. Each day is 5 gold pieces. 30 times 5. 150 gold.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I mean, you can pull together your guys' money. We'll be fine.
I don't want to give up all 70 of my gold.
Well, you want the guide to the jungle, or do you trust me when this lady says it? That's probably a bad idea.
We're all the same. Yeah. Vox,
Yeah.
could you describe for me what your character is wearing and where things are equipped?
Uh-oh.
He's wearing nothing. I'm joking. Leather armor with a cloak over. He has a sickle and a dagger on both on the left side of the hip, and a sling hanging from the right side. And then 2 daggers on the back of the belt. So in total 3 daggers on the belt, and 1 sickle and 1 sling.
She looks at you. And she looks around at everybody. I'm just going to go ahead and really quickly have her roll me a investigation check. Huh. I'm sure you could scramble some gold from somewhere. I'd say you wouldn't find better prices. But I would quite literally be lying. We all charge the same. Union regulations.
Oh, you
fair enough.
well, that's a lot better to know.
We might have to work a few odd jobs before we get going.
Well, we can pull our money together and then we just, we figure it out afterwards when we get paid for the job we're doing here.
I mean, do you have 30 days of rations?
30 days of rations. Negative, but I can forage, surely. I got my book. Seems like they had, I've flicked through it. Would there be anything like edible creatures or edible plants, anything like that in it?
I mean, technically any creature is edible if you're brave enough.
Well, but like cattle level.
Ah yes, the notorious jungle cow.
Well, there's like deer, like things that are clearly prey or meat animals.
Dun 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 dun. Snails. There's creatures named there, but I have every doubt in my mind that those creatures are not what I think they are. One is called an Iblis, and I only know that through a woman on TikTok and her cat. Let's see. You know, didn't even show there. Let's see. Apes, if you are feeling. Well, I'll say if you're feeling like thinning out the population of monkeys and apes in the world, you could eat King Kong, sure. If you wish to spread a plague that takes over the entirety of Faerun and shuts it down for a good 2 years, there's bats. You might find boar. Might. Again, depending upon how deranged you are, cats. Crabs. Crabs.
Not
know.
fucking crabs again! No!
Wait, are there
They're in the
horses?
jungle, they're in hell.
Horses?
There's plenty of beaches, so I'm sure you could find fish, you know.
Are there horses?
And again, you know, depending upon how deranged you are, if you happen to take out a T-Rex, sure.
Yeah.
You could
And we
probably
also-
have T-Rex burgers.
And we also have each other. Last one voted out gets eaten first.
I vote we eat Xourel.
Oh, I'll give you
No.
something to eat, sweetheart. Since you have an affinity for kitties.
Damn it, I was drinking, you son of...
Yeah, no. So at this point, this book has been like sufficiently color-coded tabbed over the 8 hours I spent with it. Like I flicked through, like, here, look, we can eat this, and there's crabs, and there's fish. We'll be fine. We don't need to spend our money on rations. We need their guide, and the guide can you provide us or show us where to get food as well, perchance?
Yes.
That's what I mean. See, we're just getting our money's worth.
Speaking of money. Puts her hand out and starts
I
batting her
can't
fingers.
cover all of it, so he's turning to Xourel and the other 3 Azamar.
Ichvireth will suggest that he can pay 1/3 of it.
Trust you to bring fucking fractions into this.
Just give us a gold amount. What we have to pay is 150.
Well, 1/3 of 150, is that difficult?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
pay 50. You fucking nerd.
Here's 1/3
Oh,
of
50
one-
gold. 50 gold.
You know, for a game that has a lot of math involved, D&D players really can't do it.
I struggle with math, man. I'm bad with numbers.
I know.
I'm bad at numbers too. Alright, so 50. Alright, if you're covering 50, I'll cover 50, someone else cover 50.
I have 40.
How did that happen? Well, Brutus, why don't you spot me a tenner and then we have enough?
I'm gonna turn to. Hold on, I need to look up Tom's character.
Aziri.
Aziri, do you have 50 gold?
What? She looks around. She's been looking off. I'm a farm girl. Why would I have 50 gold?
Didn't we all get handed 50 gold when we took the job?
Yes.
Yes.
Did she
You-
spend it
you
somewhere? I'm so scared.
You got paid before we came here. You know that, right?
That's not my money.
What?
What are you on? But
It's not my money.
What do you mean it's not your money?
It's the Abbey's money.
oh my fucking god.
She gave you the money to use. It's yours now.
And I put it in the collection box.
Oh.
It's 50 from you, 50 from me. we still need another 50 from somewhere.
Well, I have 40.
Fine,
I mean,
Fine. I'll pay 60. You pay 40. You pay 50. But you're paying me back, pointing at Xourel.
I can hear Pepsi having a fucking aneurysm right now.
This is Brutus. I'm fine with this.
it's not your fault that your boss made me pay for her book.
Listen, the book is really nice.
And filled with lies.
Well, that's European. We'll just...
Boss, I know you're already doubling the pay. Throw in an extra 10 gold, and I'll cover Xourel's thing.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I got you. I got you. Whenever I get paid, I'll pay you back.
Deal. Alright, Brutus will cough off 60.
Yep, just amend your sheets appropriately.
Yep. Brutus is his Dreadhelm eyes are just glowing with annoyance and rage.
She takes the gold from your hands and places it in a pouch round her neck. Well, do contact me when you wish to depart. And as she walks away, you see a notice board with three pieces of paper on it.
Uh-huh. What does it say?
Just putting them out now.
Excuse me, ma'am. What if we want to leave as soon as possible?
Then say so.
Well, I think that's the plan. So, can we please leave as soon as
Well,
possible?
Do you know what? I found something last night. Do you know there are only 3 churches in the city? One was a church to Gond, and I remember him. We did he helped me repair stuff on the farm. Another was Church to Soon, and she's the one who all the other girls liked when we had summer fairs and stuff like that, the dances. And the last one was a god to Savras, who's like a wizard thing or something like that. But I did hear that they were looking for help.
Well, seeing the state of a patron, I don't think we have too much time to puddle around. And
Did none of those handouts go out?
oh no, I'm looking at them.
I can't read any of them.
Oh, yeah, that's on me. I picked a really stupid font, but it was way too late at that point.
Is it in
That's
character
the
you can't
font.
read it, or is it the font you can't read?
Nothing is coming up when I click on that.
Oh,
Oh.
That's the font my phone is in, so I've just learned how to read it.
what
How the fuck do you read this?
So,
Atari is...
Tom, the one that we are thinking of here that you were talking about. Help, Visions of Red. By the power of Savras, we have divined a sinister plot. I, Annette, under the charge of Grandfather Zimbele, have been charged to unveil the mystery, and that is a word I don't know, but it is a basin, and it is an actual place. So give me a little sense to go back a page to get its exact name.
Who would be reading this to Aziri?
Aldani Basin. Oh, I'm reading this to you since you can't see it. Just you, Tom.
Which character would be reading this? Aziri, because otherwise we're going to be there for like half an hour as she steadily uses her finger with the tongue out, trying to
Brutus reads
decipher
it.
all these words.
Brutus will read it.
Seek
cool.
me at the Temple of Servanus, the Savras, here in the port if you're interested. 100 gold piece reward.
Alright, we need money.
Wanted, guide through Chult by my honour. I, Undul Silvershack, priest of Torm, require a guide through the Chultan jungle to Camp Vengeance. I will gladly pay for such services by me in Port Nyanzaru. And then, just because I thought it was funny to write it this way, piracy kills! Notorious Basque ships have been seen scouting around Chult. These pirates are marking merchants. 200 platinum piece per ship with an additional 50 platinum pieces for the living capture of their captains. Harbour Master Zindar. And what I'll do here for everybody's sake is, because I'm such a nice and caring dungeon master, or so I believe myself to be, you may think differently, but your opinions mean little to me, I will paste them here in the Discord as well. As soon as I remember what folder I put them in. There we go. In deux trois, I'll throw it in the notes folder for yous. 3, 2, 1. What do you mean failed to upload? What do you mean something went wrong? I'm going to start throwing stuff in a minute. Give me a little sec. Please, for the love of goodness gracious me. Because things just can't go right. Yep, I'm having Discord issues. I will upload them as soon as I can.
Oh no, I'm having Discord issues too. Servers might be down.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the 3 posters on the billboard that she has just moved aside from now to make their presence known to you.
I think I would take them over into my notebook.
Yep. I would send you them, but we're clearly having issues.
Yeah, I can just keep the handouts.
Yeah, you should have I'll go ahead and I'll actually give you access to the Quiests handout right now. All players should have Observer, and it'll be in the handouts under the word Quest. But yeah. She looks at you. If you wish to head out now, where would you like to go? Or shall we see where the nights take us?
I mean, we could always check in with the lady who hired us, see if she has any inkling where this monger is.
Oh yeah, Xourel, do you happen to remember where where our target is?
She went into the jungle, that's all I know. I wasn't able to collect anything in terms of much of direction.
Copy. Then I guess we just have to kind of go wherever.
And then we could also look for the soul monger thingy.
Aziri just tunnel visioning off into the distance, watching all the little birds and such.
Birds and flowers, yeah, she's
Dinosaurs.
looking at.
Aziri, stay close, stay close.
You do see some nice flowers that you have not seen before. Very much native to this temperate climate. And there are 1 or 2 that are familiar from Baldur's Gate that you do remember the man telling you were very difficult to grow in Baldur's Gate, thriving here in this one person's garden as you look round, as you're down staring at them, and people are just walking by, going about their day, but for you, this is magic. But yeah, as you saw, making your way through the town, moving on through, getting everything done. Let us move on over to some information. So, yous are among the first people here. Like, first foreigners in quite some time. But there are still people here that don't know things. So, could everybody roll me a D100? As yous have been here, yous have been in a tavern, yous have heard stories, you've been doing your own thing. Therefore, you're bound to have picked up some rumours in passing.
Yay! I forgot how to do it.
Gets really excited. Fucks it up.
Yep.
You said all of us, right?
Everybody, yeah. Nothing bad about this. Only
No, I
good
just
stuff.
forget how to do the command. Oh, I can just press the button. Okay, I didn't realize there was a button for it. My fault.
Also, the slash goes before the R, and there's usually a space.
I couldn't remember exactly how it was formatted.
Ruby,
Yes.
you hear. Here's a this is very topical, by the way, for you. Throughout your time, as you've been sitting, listening, reading your book, staying up all night, you sit around for too long doing something. You got to stand up, crack some muscles. You got to take a piss at some point, right? You hear the rumor, and I'll paste these into chat for you as well. The city of Mesrel was not destroyed during the spell plague, after all. Its ruins are an illusion. I heard a pale-skinned man whisper to a dinosaur man with a big sword. The dinosaur man smelt like honeysuckle.
Thank you, Aziri.
And I Next on the list was Aziri. Wow. Aziri, as you were walking around looking for your temple and getting some information, you heard from a few fishers a grand tale that long ago a peaceful tribe of fisher folk called the Aldani angered Ubatu by catching and eating all the lobsters in the river. As punishment for their greed, they were transformed into monsters that dwell in the Aldani Basin. Next on the list is Brutus with a 64. Wow. You get some good rolls, guys. Brutus, as you were walking around, playing chess, drinking it and concentrating, you couldn't help but overhear that the Order of the Gauntlet had come to clean the jungle of undead. They lost one of their encampments not too long ago, and they're barely hanging on to another. Their emissaries can be seen if you know what you're looking for. They've been seen heading up River Shoshenstar in little canoes to help get more supplies to the Templars from Port Nyanzaru. 1, 2, 3. Paste at PEPS. I'm putting these in the notes channel for you as well.
Oh, thank you. I was about to start writing.
I'm copying and pasting it directly from D&D Beyond here.
Ah, thank you.
Vox.
Yes.
What enthusiasm.
What's gambling? You've heard that the great god Ubatu once guided people of Chult. He got tired of the consistent warning and abandonment from them. Since then, Chultans have turned to worship other gods, some being tricksters and deceivers. 1, 2, 3. Pearl? Flair for the dramatics, this one. As you were doing your thing, as you were trying to sing your songs and get everybody knowing, you heard the barman just kind of like talking to one of the busboys there. There are giant snapping turtles in Snapping Turtle Bay. One of them is as big as a house. He's known as King Toba. His shell is embedded with gemstones. 1, 2, 3. And then I will just see what Gark gets real quick. Can't be here, but that's okay. These things happen. Dun, 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 dun. Bam. Oh, nice. He gets the rumor to watch out for the mist with the blue tinge. It can cause hallucinations. And I will 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And there is your rumors tables there, guys, in the notes channel.
Thank you kindly. By the way, while I was doing some chess work, I heard there's some fists in the. Wait, did you say fists or
Order of the Gauntlet.
gauntlet? My bad. There's some gauntlet folk in the old jungle, tearing up the dead that are popping up.
Oh, that's very good for them. I heard some people yapping about a city or Mesro. Mrs. Guy, do you happen to know anything about that?
Dun 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 dun.
Or would I be able to know it? Like, would I know anything about it with a history check, perchance?
History checks will get you really nothing here. Nezro is a good one. I think it is a place that you could run by. I'll get back to you in that one. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Nope, that's Tim of Horrors.
Well, I heard an entire city that's supposed to be destroyed is just an illusion, so there's a lot of rumors around here, it seems like.
Oh, Metro is a place that you can. You say to her, and she looks at you. I've heard such things, but not a place I've come by. I was under the impression it was destroyed.
Well, allegedly it's not, so.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. You can only trust rumors as far as you can throw them, and since they're non-corporeal, you cannot throw them very far.
A real fountain of knowledge, this one.
Allegedly, there's gemstone-embedded turtles with the other turtles, and he's a king. I'm not quite sure exactly how credible that is, but if there's giant turtles, then I'm inclined to believe that maybe it has to do with the dinosaurs.
Whatever you smoked last night, can you pass it to me next time?
I only wish.
God, I'm surrounded by nerds.
She walks up to Ikareth and kind of places a hand on his shoulder. I've heard these rumors are true. Some of them. But I have also heard that turtles make great soup.
I have not tried. It's possible.
Then we shall try together.
We can try.
Would you like to
Maybe.
try?
Yes.
Maybe next campaign we'll finally learn if turtle soup is fantastic.
This is the campaign. Try it!
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll find some turtles. We can make turtle soup.
This is where the turtles came from.
This one has a dog tag. It says Calgiz.
But if you wish to head into the jungle, then lead the way.
Well, we have nothing else to lose. Besides maybe our lives, but I think we expected that.
Well, yeah, that's kind of part of the job, I assumed.
If anyone has any shopping they wish to do prior, you could do it. I'm sure
Well,
brave adventurers like yourselves are flush with gold.
Where here in the port?
You would think.
Where here
Spend
in the
most of my
port
gold
would I
on
be able
that
to
you-
find a bag of holding?
oh my fucking
You think?
god! What's his AC? I want to know what I need to roll to stab him.
Vox, roll a D100. You want to be under 50.
Under 50. Under 50.
51, 51. Fuck!
You want to? Yeah. You could probably find one in all the many dead bodies. Do you, she goes into her bag and pulls out a little spade. How do you feel about grave robbing?
I've never tried.
It's the first time for everything in Chult, my friend.
I suppose there is.
We're going to get along swimmingly. She puts the shovel in your hand.
I mean, is it grave robbing if you need to talk to a corpse for evidence?
Grave robbing, archaeology, where do you draw the line?
About
You
100
don't.
years, depending on their species. Fire a cockroach around, like, I would say 30. It's like their lifetime, they get the rest.
The
Well,
worst.
well, it's just early archaeology. They're dead. They don't need it.
Except for elves, those we just got off at about 100 years. Because I'm not waiting a millennium for their bodies to decay.
Tomorrow,
Why wait? Just kill them when they're alive.
tomorrow will look at you, Vox, and he will sign some shit with his hands. I'll just, Gark ain't here, I'll just DM you entirely what he says.
Continuing on with the grave discussion, it's just... Look. They're dead. They don't need their things.
Hoping Vox got those DMs.
I saw it. Ich verrest will just nod.
Why do I, every time you pronounce your name, I think you start speaking German?
It's definitely not a German name.
I tried to Google it and it didn't come back with any results. It scared me.
Look. It's not grave robbing. It's grave donation to the living.
It's grave borrowing.
With no intention of giving it back. See, you get it.
Well, isn't that just all borrowing?
You know,
It's a good reminder to never
I
borrow
you
anything.
slightly more than I did before. Oh, sorry.
As you're headed up now through the gates, through the Grand Track, into that which is Chult with your Yuan T guide in hand. Love you guys. We're gonna very quickly, before we go anywhere, we're gonna jump straight to our marching orders, just to make sure that everybody. So these are 60 by 60, but maps aren't really that big. So we get into combat, it will condense. Let me know if you can all see.
Yep.
So,
Here.
on the right here, on the right, is this how we want to be? I am.
I'm gonna move myself a bit. Oh, I can't move myself.
You should be able to. No walls.
It says there's a wall.
There's a wall around like the walls, yes, but like barring that.
Oh, it keeps shifting me back to the left side.
I ain't doing nothing, buddy. Hands and mouse are here.
It-
And
Yeah, every time I try. Oh, now it's not wigging out.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's something going on here.
I'm gonna have myself positioned on this side.
What do you mean there's something going on here, Vox?
I keep getting teleported around.
There is no teleporters here.
Okay, well... Oh, okay, like this I can
So-
inch my way forward.
We have the right side and the left side. Essentially, we have a main and an alternate, just in case someone else wishes to be the leader on another day. This is just mainly for my own condensing. So, worry not how it looks. I will be bringing you in and out as need be. So, on the right, we have Aziri in front, flanked a bit by Ethereth. Brutus and Clay are out in the middle, and then bringing up the middle rear is Amber and Xourel.
Personally, I would say Brutus stay closer to me, but sure.
I'll just
Where's
move slightly
our-
down then. There we
where's
go.
our guide?
I can show you your guide's token right now. I did not have time to make it to sort that, so like you know. But
Yeah,
you,
I would think that our guide should probably be right here.
Why is our guide a
If-
prone bow?
so-
Also shouldn't
so
I will
Brutus
say-
at the end
Yes, sir?
with
I will say that if the guide is up the front near Aziri, Aziri will go to the back.
oh
the guide I made as a paper sheet first and foremost, and then found a thing that just let me straight up import the paper sheet. It did not do well with images. It did not do well with images, but it done good enough.
maybe the guide can walk right behind me, so that I'm in between the guide and
Or why don't you put them with Clive, who he was flirting with originally?
because the guide should be at the front. How else can she guide?
The spiritual guide.
We have 3 religious people here. I don't think we need another religious.
And on the 4th day, Set walked on the moon.
And on the 4th day, these nuts.
Worry not, she is
Oh,
where she is. So this is going to be our main one here, so I'm going to keep you as kind of just locked like that on here for my own benefit. Now's where the fun begins. Ladies and gentlemen, Chult. What yous should be seeing, hopefully, is Port Nyanzaru, and then nothing else in the middle, bar sheer grey. I say grey, bar a yellowish tan colour.
Yes.
I,
Well,
I
no, we
see
can
it.
see the other.
She's loading.
Metro. We can see Port Castiglione.
I see a grey hexagon and nothing else.
Just refresh. But there's a big empty gap in the middle. Yes, correct.
Cool. It looks like the map that you were given in session 1.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, here's what will happen now, as we now go into a mechanical dive of everything that will happen here. So, you guys can discuss the hex that you are going to move to. Each hex is exactly a day's worth of travel, give or take. 10 hours, I believe, is what it says here. So most of your day. You can choose to push on a bit more. In pushing on a bit more, however, you do, and 1 hex is 10 miles. In pushing on a bit more, you do, however, get a -5 to passive perception, as always, and survival checks. Obviously, if you are Claymore, a -5 to survival check is like, you know, man's already got a -7. What's the worst that happens? You just can discuss which way you go. On the way that you go, I will request the leader, who right now would be Aziri, to make a survival check. I have a separate map that I will use. This separate map is your actual position if you get lost. It will follow you as 1-to-1 for the most part, and if you get lost, well, you'll find out when you get lost pretty fucking quickly. When yous are lost, yous won't know until you know. I'm not going to tell you you're lost by any means, but you'll find out. There will be hints.
Okay, good to know. If he doesn't say anything, it means we're lost.
I'm not going to say much. I'm going to describe scenes as they are. I'm going to roll a couple of D100s. It's at that point. It's at that point there. You guys are all on. You guys do you chew up the scenery. Eat. No, not going to use that phrasing. Chew each. No, I'm going to use that phrasing. jive with each other. There we go. There you go. Be the friends that yous are. Bring your party camaraderie closer together to be a tight-knit group. Learn and love. Similar to an announcement made yesterday, but we will just reiterate again. At this point here, we now go to experience-based, which I will need to update our system on. There are some modifiers that will be used for the encounters. You know, if you all fight... If you fight a ton of encounters, you know, a ton of smaller creatures that aren't worth anything for your level, you will still get you'll still get level.
Twink? Which twink are we jumping out of the 4?
So, if you all look now on your sheet at the very top, next to your level, there is an experience bar. At the end of combats, I will divvy up automatically to add to your sheets, and you will get notifications for when you level up.
I do not see an experience bar.
You may need to refresh your sheet.
Let me try that. I see an experience bar.
That bar will fill
I
up.
see your mother.
Who out of the party is the weakest? Which one looks like they give the most XP?
That's fucked up.
None of us. You roll the same level. And a party member is worth 0 experience.
Aww.
But
Rats.
Keep the twink.
How much XP does the guide seem to give?
the guide could take you.
Oh, sure they can.
In a
Yes.
fight, or
Well, let's look at it this way.
Or to our destination.
Let's look at it this way. The guide has access to their multi-attack.
Oh.
That's not very
that's
nice.
level 5. Okay, that's... Well, if we work together, it's 3 XP. And then we
we're
get our money
idiots,
back.
man.
And they also have access to their 4th level spells.
Oh, so they're level 7, at least.
So, do with that information what you will, but I guarantee you right now, you do it for the experience, and it'll be the last thing you do, period.
Hey, it'll be an experience at least.
Who will win? Who will win? 1 level 7 guide versus 6 level 1 or level 2 characters?
Have you considered that we have the debuff of being real people?
Fuck!
You know what, I was gonna Ruby, make a charisma save for me.
Oh no.
Just testing.
11. I died to Sonic Snap, don't I?
You die to a 1st level spell.
Oh.
She cast
So,
kill word or something.
power word kill just happens.
Power word kill.
Ruby fucked around with that and found out pretty quickly. Power word kill just happens. Less than 100 hit points, no more hit points. Like that. So, we will now undertake the ceremonial opening of the roll table.
I would say record it for Gark, but you're already recording.
Quick, someone make drums. So, yous are now walking through the thick jungle.
Okay, that was you were going to say something else there.
It is
The thick bush.
hot, damp, and sweaty. The guide seems to relax a little as you watch as she takes off part of her shawl. You can see scales that run down her arms and up her arms, on the back of her neck and such. And is she...
Dragonborn.
What?
Is she a Dragonborn?
You'd wish. You'd wish she was a dragonborn.
She's a dragon.
Oh.
But as you
And she
saw,
was born at some point.
leaving the city, the town, the port, the hustle and bustle, and light becomes somewhat dim and dark. Your dark visions, whoever has it, does not kick in. But your eyes take some time to adjust to your new surroundings. It is sweet, it is strong, it is marshy and mushy. You see all manner of small creatures, from snakes to insects to marmosets and monkeys, just flying by on vines and roof canopies. As water seems to drip down from rain that came from some time ago that's been sitting on the leaves. You see snakes coiled up across trees, flying snakes darting off in all manner of directions. You can hear the roars of distant dinosaurs untamed by the port. And the sound of the sea seems to start to turn to the sounds of river. You are here in the jungle, the mighty jungle, where the lion sleeps tonight. Autism is a hell of a drug.
I thought Avernus was hell.
You're gonna be stuck with us for another year at least.
I'll probably be stuck here for another 5.
Oh yeah, probably.
The guide looks at you. Her eyes seem to now turn to that serpentine point. And she does, you watch as part of the facade seems to fall, and she becomes more serpentine looking in nature. The jungle is ours. Which way would you like to go?
In my opinion, it would probably be safest for now to follow the river. The Xourel.
Down by the river starts playing.
Definitely so.
Down by the river.
She looks at you. A fine choice for one.
Perhaps I suggest we could head to Mesro, at least to have a starting direction, check it out, see what the rumors were about.
Head to where?
Right now, Mesro, the city I was talking about, that's an illusion, allegedly.
The city of Mesro. You could
Indeed.
do that.
Just keep it as a guiding line for now, see how it goes, unless we meet something along the way. As we currently don't have a lot of information to go off.
What
Is there anything
say
particular?
yous two? And she gestures towards Aziri and Ichi. Yous have been quiet. Do you always let these horned ones speak for you? You have mouths of your own.
What do you mean being quiet? I suggested to follow the river.
Which river?
The Xourel.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, mistook you for Pepsi.
I didn't say anything. You didn't even sound alike.
That's what makes this worse, Pepsi. That's what makes this worse.
Apparently we sounded like Pepsi.
And she moves on over, just getting towards yourself there, Aziri. What about you? Mistrusting, sure, but do you have an opinion on which way you would like to go? Or do you
Where are the
agree with
dinosaurs?
someone? The dinosaurs.
Where are the dinosaurs?
They're everywhere.
We
It's
should find a dinosaur.
Hey, Aziri,
A T-Rex.
is there a
approaches
specific
the
dinosaur you like?
I don't know, the one that likes me.
Okay,
my friend.
well then we'll keep an eye out for dinosaurs.
my friend, as she kind of places a hand on your shoulder. The
I step back.
The dinosaur that would like you for a different reason than you like it.
You know what they like to eat then? Good up being that. Bribe it.
And she just kind of looks you up and down.
Out of character, do the dinosaurs prefer Aasimar or Tiefling?
Jesus Christ.
Depends if they want Cool Ranch or Chili Heatwave.
Probably Azimar, because they don't have sharp horns to worry about eating. No.
True.
Oh, they
What about
just eat the
wings?
Aasimar
Those are
feet.
feathers.
I mean,
Just eat the Tiefling's feet first, it's fine.
no, and the wings are like like chicken wings.
But some animals like to chew on bones.
Yeah, but like the ASMR wings are like a delicacy in the dinosaur world.
But yes, for yourselves. Or yourself, rather. The dinosaur that likes you for your smell. And your taste. The dinosaur you like may be timid. It is a delicate ecosystem. One that must always be respected. Is there any particular dinosaur that you are looking for? One that was maybe seen in the city, or one?
Yeah, one that had big tail. That looked pretty cool.
Big tail.
Yeah, and sort of like big plates on the back.
Ah. I remember its name. It was a something saurus.
Sure.
Well, that's specific.
I remember part of its name.
Could I
Well,
look it
we
up
should
in the
keep-
book?
We should keep an eye out for something sources then. They're pretty cool.
The Ankylosaurus, was it?
No, you said something source. That's fine. We'll go for that one.
Do you notice it's the images again, because the Ankylosaurus has this image of all the dinosaurs, but the token image is the actual dinosaur.
Are there any type of pterodinosaurs or pterosaurs?
Flying ones.
Yes.
There is the Pterofork and a Pteratron. Pteratron. Pteratron don 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 don. No, it's a little guy. Whatever this thing calls itself. A Pteranodon.
Can we?
Pteranodon, yeah. And you guys haven't even seen the Quetzalcoatlus.
The fucking
I
what
have.
now?
I have played.
Oh,
I've
what?
seen art videos. That's a bigger version of a flying.
Isn't that like the bigger pterodactyl motherfucker?
Yes, that's the biggest flying one.
Can we?
I love those things, they're
Can we
huge.
tame one of the flying ones and ride them? Can we each ride one?
If you have enough patience, maybe.
Fuck you, the Asmar can already fly. I want a dinosaur.
Oh my god.
Fair enough, actually. We only need 3. For the
I look
tieflings.
at Ichi and go, "What's she talking about? We can fly. Never flown."
Oh god.
Don't worry about it.
You can fly.
You're still young.
She's
So
young.
we're going down.
Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever we need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There is now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. it's got stuff on it now. Now, we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D, be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players, open welcome community. Links below, and also on screen. Enjoy. So there's a go live time. This is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is, firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. Now things get real fun in 2025 because on Saturdays or Fridays, depending upon where you are, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. On a Friday it will be 5 PM PST, 7 PM CST and 8 PM EST. However, on a Saturday, 1 AM GMT, 2 AM CEST and 9 AM Hong Kong Standard Time because we have players there. And as a spicy extra bonus, Dungeon of the Mad Mage will go weekly, no more time between. Every weekend, unless something comes up, you will be treated to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
So are we going down the river or over to Mesravarembo?
Mesro.
We could vote on it.
You could vote on it, yes.
So who's in favor of the river? 1? Sounds like just 1. So everyone else is in favor of
I want to
Mesro?
go find the something of sources.
Those are everywhere. There's one flying right there.
As you look up, there's
Is
just
that-
like a black shadow passes by. It could be anything.
It's Mothman!
Is the bird, is the plane, or is it Mothman?
Hey, why isn't he wearing pants?
Even the UNT just kind of looks up and is like,
Just imagine how terrible it would be to get, instead of bird poop, dinosaur poop.
just minding your own business. Hey, make a dex save. Hey, take 10d6 bludgeoning damage. Poof.
You're under the effects of Stink Cloud.
Stinking clouds, slow and web.
No, Grease.
As you are headed to Mesro,
So much worse, I hate that.
it only gets better. You're headed to Mesro. I'm just gonna go at this real quick because I know straight I'm gonna be pulling part of this out in certain ways.
Holding out.
Only a T-Rex shows up.
Wow, you literally have no. Okay, right, cool. I'm gonna ask Tom. Could you give me a survival check?
Yep. I am looking for something of sources.
Nice.
Could you roll me a d6, buddy?
Do you want me to do these privately in future?
Oh no! Don't worry. Let's use immediately start kind of moving round. And you
What
start
do
to
we need to
walk.
guide for?
Like the UNT one kind of like puts her hand on your shoulders and like, no, that's back to Port Nyanzaru, and like turns you back around to the jungle.
Get off me.
You were almost taking them back to where they came from.
Well, that must be where the dinosaurs are.
Not the dinosaurs you're looking for, but there are dinosaurs there.
There you go.
Do you not want to say a wild dinosaur?
Yeah, which way are they?
Not that way.
Away
Is your
from
intelligence
Nyanzaru.
What do you mean, which way are they? There's one
Tom.
flying up there.
Tom, is your character's intelligence rolled with a D4?
Maybe.
Okay.
The sincerity. At this point on,
I mean, so just out of interest, who's the smart one letting the dumb one lead?
everyone else.
I'm a wizard.
Who's full set?
I'm squishy.
Everyone else. You know what? I'm just gonna realize now. I'm gonna have this open a lot more, so I'm just gonna quickly move this little guy over here to this crease, and then move this to here. Go. I'm gonna need to put another. I'm gonna need to put another tack in this green screen.
Getting quite tacky.
Yeah, but like your puns.
Well, they're quite tactical. But I don't have a lot of tact when I'm using them.
And another bulldog. I have a drawer full of stationery. I feel like a teacher. Guys, my budget for pens this year's already ran out, so like I can't give you any more pens or pencils.
Mr. Teacher DM.
Why don't you use clips instead of pins?
Why don't I use clips instead of pens?
Yeah.
What
You
do
mean-
you think he's doing?
These?
Okay, I thought you said
I need to
But
use
you're-
I need to use a pen to hold the clips in place.
yeah. I thought you said that you were putting pins through the.
Nope, just in the wall.
Yeah.
From this point on, I will ask whoever is leading to make the survival check privately to me.
Oh no.
It can be that person's choice whether they make it blind to me, but the rest of the party will have no idea. And we'll also roll your d6 for your lost. And now you know what happens when you roll below the DC.
But what do we have the guide for actually? Isn't that for leading us to the place where we need to be?
Making us less lost.
Does a lot of things. Does a lot of things. However, you've nominated Aziri to go up in front, and you're only paying the guide to do what she's told after all.
Survival is wisdom, right?
But as she takes the first leg of today's adventure for you, Aziri gets a little lost and she... Allow me. It was Mesro you wish to go to, yes?
Affirmative.
Yes.
She starts making her first walk.
Is she leading?
She's leading, but also trying
Because-
to...
If she goes to the front, Aziri will go right to the back.
She's also trying to point out ways to help use. Impart her
So-
knowledge.
Aziri wants nothing to do with this woman. So if she comes up to the front, Aziri will go to the back of Boop.
Yep. And now's where I get... This is going to be like a very, very, very notes-heavy campaign for me.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey,
Yay
at
for
least
you!
someone is
I'm
picking
so
one.
excited.
Oh, I have numerous... I have how long this adventure will take literally sellotaped into the front of this book. Like... Oh, this little thing came off. It shouldn't have. You get back there, you silly little piece of masking tape. And I will... Ooh, this is what being a dungeon master entails. Folders, books, fear. The players can
Oh,
smell it.
I just do it all in Obsidian.
I'm not that type of learner, sadly. God, this roll table's now all the way back. All the way back. God. God, it's so fucking far down the list. Nice. As you are walking by, you may have noticed that it is also now nighttime. But I've already moved you your 1 for the day. Worry not. The more that we need to do, the more it will go through, so worry not. I just cannot trust the grid and to move you the way it should. Just module issue. But as you are walking on through for the night, you encounter the strangest of things. You see
Well, I've seen stranger things.
these animals that seem to run by. And to do the guy kind of places her hand out to stop you and kind of pushes down. You watch as she hunches over. She points to yourself, Aziri, and it gives you the...
I'm not near her. I'm nowhere near her. I'm at the back of the group.
You're at the
She's
back
at
of
the
the
front.
group. She can see
She's
you.
at the front. I'm at the back.
She can see you.
Okay.
She's pointing towards you to beckon you forth.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going near her. Look, you guys have hired the one person she doesn't like, so she's not going near her.
Ifrith will ask Claymore instead to come forward.
You stand and watch. You see this odd array of bears and velociraptors that seem to just be getting along. This woman puts her fingers to her lips and he watches. Standing up now from bear forms and T-Rex forms are 5 humans. They are dressed in a druidic fashion.
Oh god, the druids.
And she, whispers to yourself through your breath. You can tell your friend that there were dinosaurs and that she missed out.
Ifrith will just keep that quiet. He's not going to tell Aziri about it.
Now, it's your choice. You watch as she goes to her side, and you watch as she flips a robe away, and you see a very similar dagger to the one that you hold on your side. And then on her other side, you see a short sword. You can make it quick, or you can stay here. Choice is yours.
Sorry, is he suggesting we jump the fuckers? Like, am I understanding this correctly, or am I just not listening right?
You're a ways back. She's whispering. I would ask you for a perception check.
No, out of character.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's very... Do we fucking kill the druids? She doesn't know what yous are all about.
Ifrith will whisper back, why would we do that?
I am just in your service. You could be a mass murderer for all I know. I'm just trying to appease you.
Is there a reason for us to want to attack them?
They're humans.
That's fair enough.
Loach firebolt.
Ifrith will walk a little back and huddle by the rest of the party and say, "There are human druids up there. I don't think there's a reason for us to attack them, but if I don't know, maybe you have different opinions about that."
Did they happen to have a lady with her that looks like the one we're looking for?
What do you mean?
I
I thought we were looking for something called a soulmonger.
Well, that too, but I'm also looking for, a lady that has
a lady
been
of the night.
kidnapped. Well, I don't mix business and pleasures like that, but
And you want us to see her? If you don't tell us that you're looking for someone, how can we see them?
well, I take it as a no. I don't suppose we need to be hostile towards unknown people.
I mean,
Not the biggest
they
fan
could
of random acts
they
of
could be
violence.
worth some XP.
I'll hurt you, Vox. I'll hurt you.
Experience? Like coin, you mean? I haven't seen them on the bounty board, so I don't suppose so.
Didn't we want to do some corpse looting for a bag of holding? Best thing we can do, some corpses.
Yeah, but not corpses while they
Why-
are still alive.
Why would you want? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are they alive or are they dead?
They are alive for now, unless we make them otherwise.
I don't see any reason to do so.
Yeah. Okay.
We could approach them, see if they have any leads on what we're looking for, perchance. I can do it if you're scared.
I can go. I would just prefer to see with our guide if those druids would take that so well.
Well,
Don't trust her.
did you not
She's not
just
trustworthy.
say she suggested to stab them? I don't think
No,
she
she
is.
asked if we wanted to.
Well, let me just talk to them, and Ember just walks forward. Like, steps out into the clearing or whatever is in front of them.
Yeah, it is a clearing, thicket, that stereotypical, there's this big thicket and you're just behind this one fallen tree that's just big enough to hide behind. You know the fantasy tropes.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Ishvarat will follow closely behind.
As you walk on out, and so you do how they're kind of standing there with the short sword in one hand and the dagger in the other, and just watches as you walk out. Okay then. You're gonna walk out.
Well,
You see these
greetings.
elven figures and human figures, half elven and human. Some with blonde
fuck
hair,
it,
some with black hair, some shaved completely bald, all wearing this green. As they do, you're gonna turn round and morning.
Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you. We are, we're looking for some people and for some things. You ever heard of something like a soulmonger? We're wondering if you could point us in the right direction we need.
We're looking for the same thing,
Well,
I think.
perhaps we can exchange some information.
Why are you looking for it?
These are our lands. With people dying. We must save our own people.
Oh, fuck the Irish. I hate them. Well, what
Why
have
are you looking for it?
We got hired to do so.
Oh, mercenaries, as you watch as they start talking once more, and rather fast in a rather sing-songy language that you don't quite understand. As they
I wouldn't call us mercenaries.
we'll be
but-
going.
What?
As they all just turn to birds and fly away.
Fuck!
Do you think they were racist?
Yes. I didn't even get the chance to get a word in. So what was the name of the girl we were looking for?
The girl?
Yeah, the girl. Charissa. There we go.
Krissa?
Krisha, yeah.
Teresa, the milkmaid?
Uncle Peshek wants to wager on the rat-eye tourney. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for another source book.
Number 6!
Do I even have access to this one, or am I going to have to buy it? I have access to it. Thank God someone's compendium sharing with me for a change.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Is it Kirk?
I don't know. As they fly on off and you hear the purse, Yanti guide kind of stand up. You know, it usually works best when you don't tell them you're foreigners. There have been some issues with foreigners around here, destroying many things and enslaving many people for a time.
I got you. Well, we know that in the future now.
You could have asked.
I prefer to get some hands-on experience.
How did that work out for you?
We learned something new.
I too learned something new.
We'll just now know for the future, you know. I don't like lying to people if I don't have to, but if I have to, I can easily do it.
You should tell the truth more. And lie more at the same time. Everything is fun. But the choice is yours. Shall we press on, or do you?
I suppose we have a nice clearing to set up camp for the night.
Yeah, it's pretty late. It's getting dark. I think setting up camp is probably safe. There's a clearing right here, so let's just use this.
Okay. As you start to prep up for the night. This is a nice clearing, it is. A rather beautiful clearing, of which I will now
Oh my god. I love like this is just like Baldur's Gate. Every few arcs we get a new different
Camp.
camp, yeah.
Oh, I love the jungle floor. Yes, I do.
Yeah, we've unlocked the jungle variant.
But yeah, for anything that will happen on a long rest for the most part, it will happen here. On this beautiful map. I see Tom is having a little bit of issue loading.
Hey, where is our guide?
She's here. It really breaks the immersion just to have a fucking sentient bull walking around, do you not think? It's like she's with you in the periphery until such time as I have created a token for her, but as long as her sheet exists, she is with you.
I feel like she would set camp like just on the corner of our dark vision out of fucking spite. Like just 65 foot away from us. She seemed that much of a bitch.
But she's all...
I love her.
Vox is walking around, opening up everyone's tent.
Yes.
God, imagine getting some privacy up in this bitch.
We're all outside.
That's
This is the best opportunity for snakes to slither in.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we come to the very first long rest watch. You have no idea how... You have no idea how many of these there's going to be. It's crazy. But who's on first?
Ifrath will take first.
Who's on second?
I'll take Ember, take it, I guess, if nobody else wants to.
And then who is on third?
I guess I will.
Cool. Do me a quick favor, brother. You roll me a d12.
Me?
Yes, you.
Don't we need 4 watches?
I have never run it with 4, and I'm not starting now.
Okay.
Just assume, for this particular campaign, let's just assume your guide always takes the 4th watch. They get up early to rise, late to bed.
Oh, so they're Elven.
See. So.
I would also suggest Brutus to add, like, joins me on my watch.
Actually, it's been awfully quiet for a while.
Your watch?
What, sorry?
You want me to join your watch?
Yes.
What do you want to watch together?
Not
Xourel.
Xourel.
Oh.
I've already seen enough in my lifetime. I don't need to see it again.
Oh, I wouldn't mind getting some hands-on experience with the subject.
Boss, I swear to God, I will throw you in the Cholton River.
Which god? There's many of them.
Whichever god is okay with me drowning you.
Yeah. Upon everyone's first night here in the jungle, these are all standing there, and you watch as your woman strips down to nothing but her undergarment. And she starts to apply a salve to her body by the river as she puts it all on, and then cracks bones and knuckles for tighten it back up and just kind of sitting there for a moment, looking at you. You just don't strip down to go to bed. You just sleep in armor.
Yep. I mean, mine's just leather, so it isn't that uncomfortable.
Humans.
I mean,
Not human.
Gee.
I'm not wearing armor. I prefer to keep my clothes on to keep myself comfortable.
She moves out 70 foot away from you into the darkness, and you just hear, "I'm still here. Setting up a water catcher. You will need to drink at some point."
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Thank you.
So, for everybody's sake, first and foremost, knock off a ration.
Okay, a ration.
Now I'm in. I'm still going to knock off a ration, but could I, while they're setting up camp, could I have just wandered around and see if I have found anything plant-wise that could be edible?
Yeah. Plant-wise, give me nature.
Where did the rations go?
Backpack. It's folded in.
Yeah, there's none part of my normal kit, but
Did you double check your backpack that it isn't folded up?
Yeah, it ain't there.
Yeah, and Claymore bought
Same.
I think 10 for everyone, or for all 3 of us, Asimar. So we should all have 10 of them.
Oh, the lower life forms.
No, he bought 3 for us and 4 for him.
10 in total. Okay.
Items.
I just have 10 days of ration. Yeah.
Let's see. Ration.
Claymore has all of them.
Yeah, no, he got nothing on his sheet, my guy.
I also have nothing in my sheet.
No rations on his sheet. But I know he bought rations.
Yeah.
I have mine.
I have mine as well.
Quantity is 8. Vox, I've added rations to you. And then where's Tom? I'm assuming the rations are on
No,
Tom.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't take mine off.
Oh, cool. Then
I'll take the 3 that he gave me then, and I'll knock 1 off.
he will
There we go.
consumer available. as you look around, there are all manner of little plants and fauna around. For the most part, they are quite hard to gauge. You've never quite seen some of these before. Some of them look like type of edible flowers you've seen. Some kind of look like dandelions, which if we've all seen Ice Age know that dandelions, the last of the season. But it's hard to tell. You're in a strange land, and whilst you are still kind of close to a city, the drastic change in fauna between there and here, it's noticeable. You can take a chance and eat something. You know.
No, I think she's more looking at other like obvious fruits or
Oh.
Stuff like that, or nuts, or maybe vegetables of something like that. But if there's not, she's just having a look around, seeing what's what, basically.
You take it all in. You are hearing the roars still, the crashing and crumbling of trees. I will say as we get into our rest, yeah, Vox, I'm noticing that as well, so I would say try to remember just what you had and use the D&D Beyond Compendium and just drag it into your sheet and update as needed.
If you can maybe make the prologue available.
I can make your prologue available after the session tonight for you to check, yeah, it's no bother.
Yeah, because then we know for sure how many we should have.
Yep. For this, though, just, you know, I'd say add 10, okay? Add 10, take away your 1, then when the prologue, when you've got what you need from the prologue, just we can do it, quickly note it down and we can edit it at the beginning of the next session. But as we come to this one, Icarus, you are first on watch as you head on. I put everybody in their own little individual tents because it's so cute.
Aww.
Oh, I made 7 tents. I'm a fucking idiot.
We need 1 tent for the guide.
She's in there.
No, we need a tent for our dino.
What?
She's in there. Don't worry. You OCD or something, Vox?
Maybe.
Gladly.
But yeah, as you are enjoying a night, taking it all in, gonna give me a perception check, my friend.
Can I guidance myself?
Doing nothing else with your time. Sweet. I saw a 3 and I'm like, that's the D20 roll, that is.
18.
So you sit here, taking in these new surroundings, listening to all the noise, hearing all the strange, sweet new sounds of all these animals you never thought you'd ever hear or see. Now that it's nighttime, the jungle has not subsided. Still as it was when you left the city. For the noises that were there in the morning, they're gone, replaced with other noises of higher pitched animals. The occasional screams and yelps from some animals come through on the hunt. The noise of monkeys seems to also have dropped considerably, and you now sit here quietly on your own, taking it all in. The fire burns, and you hear a rustle from the bushes to your west. The opposite of that dinosaur noise. Poor timing, but you know, last thing is, oh guys, you're level 2 here. Have a fucking T-Rex.
Can I try to see what the rustle might have been?
Sure. You look on out and in and try to gauge it all. No check required. You take a look. Then you hear just a one very simple, very singular from behind you.
Behind me?
Behind you.
Even though it was... Okay. Fair enough. Then, well, I guess I turn around.
Sitting in a chair is a familiar
And
looking
I
person.
will also whistle. Like for people to be aware that there's someone here.
I will say before you do that, you turn to see a very familiar person sitting in one of these chairs. Someone you haven't seen since before Baldur's Gate. As he looks at you, he kind of waves. The last time you saw this man, he ran into a toilet. And when you entered that toilet, there was a man drowned in a bathtub and another person dead in a toilet and a wall gone.
Was it only 2 people? I thought there were 3 dead people in the bathroom.
I'm only remembering 2. There could have been 3.
One of them was like cut up.
Oh yeah, there was the guy pinned to the wall with the Baldur's Gate thing. Yep. The fact that you just hear this in the abstract alone must raise so many questions.
He will still whistle to make everyone aware that there's someone here. And then he'll sit down.
Do you really think that's wise?
Is that what he says, or is
That's-
that what you say?
That's what he says.
What?
Waking everybody up here in the middle of a jungle for me.
Well, if someone would have to take a nightly break, it wouldn't do to have them be surprised and potentially scream as they get up.
You're not that ugly, don't worry.
Thank you.
See, you've found roughly what I'm on about, but I do ask, as he looks up. You have a very limited time frame to find what you're looking for. And you've just cost everybody an hour. But by your guide, she couldn't care less.
What time frame would that be?
The time frame that Sylvana set you on. Don't think I sent you to Baldur's Gate for no reason. Have you forgotten me already? You
No,
have, haven't
but-
you? You've forgotten me. To be honest, we're friends. Or so I
Well,
thought.
don't worry, Dalen. I have not forgotten.
He has to look through his notes.
Actually, I don't even have to. It's like right in front of me, but I remembered without looking. I said his name last time as well. I asked if the lady knows him.
You're here. You're looking for the soul manga, which is great, amazing. You are trying your hardest. I will say, small word of warning. Don't let your prejudices get in the way. Especially that one, as he kind of points over and I don't have the module on, fuck! As he points over in this direction here.
What prejudices would those be?
The ones that enslave, imprison, and eat humans. Though he kind of places a hand on your cheek. Not really human, are you? Let's be honest.
No.
I love fantasy racism.
ASMR for the most part look human. As he, looks at you. So, what's your new friends like? As he kind of gestures towards everybody else who has heard a whistle and went, fuck it. I just stayed in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't told that's the thing to get us up.
It's like an alarm spell, but everybody's just hit snooze.
It's like an alarm spell. Nobody knew it was an alarm, and it thought it was just a weird noise.
I mean, there's birds around. It
Yeah.
could have just been a really weird bird.
One of those parrots that's heard someone whistle too much and it's just taken it on itself.
Yeah.
What are your new horned friends like?
So
Okay.
far, they seem like good people.
Oh? Do you have a least favourite?
Everyone always does, but it's not.
You
It's
can
not
share
nice
with
to
me,
say.
they'll never know.
Least racist Fox character, I guess. That's a new.
Things I have include yet another fucking source book.
Number 6!
Well, at the moment, the least favorite of my friends
Just
is.
whisper it into my ear, just in case there's any prying eyes. Just thought garking a bit out in a tent.
Well, at the moment, the least favorite of my friends would be the one asking me to rate them.
We're not friends.
Oh, yes, we are.
His face drops. Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Dun dun. We. I'm. If you want to call us friends, I would not call us friends. Our relationship differs just a little. As he places a hand on your hand. Ever so little. You feel a strange twinge come over you. Give me a d6 box.
Oh no, he's getting hard.
That's how many
Kills.
inches.
I was just about to say that.
Zero rolls a d12.
Yeah.
Oh no, they rolled the d12 or something else, don't worry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Stands up. Yeah, looks at you. Remember, knowledge is power. And you have a great quest ahead of you. But try and Well, try and stay alive, obviously. Everyone's power's diminished. Even the locals. And some of them have done some terrible, as he just starts walking towards the little stream of water. Terrible, as he starts walking down the water. Terrible things. And just walks. The rest of your night is completely uneventful. I need to open a source book for a fucking roll table.
Number 7.
Who do you awake next?
Me?
Yep.
Well, when my watch is done, I will.
He doesn't remember.
You can't knock on a tent, can you?
Not for that attitude.
You could like grab the zipper and be like. Zzz.
Wait, I know something to knock on the tent. That was a joke, by the way.
Tent just blows away. Actually,
barely.
For your tent, that would actually have hit.
No, for my tent, but for me, it's one below, or like one off. Which is the funny part.
As you awake Amber in her tent, however you do it, I don't know, piss upside the tent.
Oh, it's raining. How nice.
You know what?
Hey, why is the rain yellow?
I know exactly what to do.
Adds flavor.
Open the zipper like just 5 centimeters, and then touch the inside part of the zipper and cast this on the inside of the zipper.
Here comes the sun.
Amber, you're lying there sleeping in that lull. You're seeing just the weird, like your dream is the dream of what could be perfection. A dark room with a spotlight down on a large pole, and nothing but a mask and a banana hammock. Earl dancing on the pole, and then just flashbang, doof, and you are rudely awoken.
Think fast, Choconauts.
It's just poof. And you are rudely awoken.
Well, howdy, fuck you. I open my tent,
Here we go.
Do I have a... I just message. Like, I just stare down at the fucking bitch that woke me up. And just message him. No, I open it up. Like, I walk outside. I just stare down and just message. Cunt.
Don't you not need
And
to
just add
see the
reverb
target?
to it. Yeah, well, he would be outside of my tent, like, the moment I jump outside.
Yeah, you are awake. And here in the beautiful night.
I politely wake up Brutus as well.
Oh, booze. Morning.
Morning, sleepyhead. We're having watch.
Damn it, I was having the most wonderful dream. Yeah, blackjack.
This is why I don't pay. You just blow it on gambling. I blow it on information.
You know I don't gamble that often. Come on. I didn't even gamble for chess early. Anyways, it is our turn.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, you keep your eyes out. Let me know if you see anything. I'm gonna be reading my book.
Hey, boss, your eyes look a little red. Did you? It looks like you got light shown in them.
I just got flashbanged by one of them angel spawns or whatever they're called.
Oh, one of them Asmars, I think they're called.
Yeah, I think they're more called
Or are they called Asmars?
Asmars. They're quite assholes, you know.
It's about this time you are recalled to your book. The Guide to Monsters that Aasimar were placed in this world to serve as guardians of lawful and good. They are the champions of the Celestials.
And this one's a cut.
But
All dead on. Yep.
Volo's Guide to Monsters. You will be so useful.
All those guys to racism.
Maybe if this campaign goes well, I might buy the book halfway through and like read it, like actually read it.
You would need to buy the physical book is the only issue.
Yes. No, I would buy the physical book and like basically read it on camera, but maybe without the camera. You know what I mean?
But as used to awake and enjoy your time here, Brutus, roll perception check.
Nat one. Well, I mean, my listen's not terrible, I guess, but I take that back.
As you sit there, when you hear these strange sounds as well, you take it all in, but you're just on the cusp, really, you know. A bit of a rude awakening, and you know, the book that you so graciously bought is being coveted. The book that was handed to you for your knowledge is being stolen by this pain.
I mean, I gave it to her.
Nah, it's stolen. It's stolen as far as you're concerned.
As I'm reading it, I'm like, hey Brutus, did you know that the Aasimars are actually like the Celestial Guardians? They're placed here to whatever fucking thing you just read out. So I just
Yeah.
I just read
That's
out like,
terrible.
I just read
Brutus,
out like, interesting parts of information that like are not relevant whatsoever, but just random shit. As I'm reading it for at this point, I would say the third time.
Brutus, not even listening, is going, Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep. Oh, so sorry.
Brutus is
How's Aunt Susie?
it's about that
Oh,
point.
she's wonderful. But did you know that the Drow are fucking awful? They're just a bunch of slaves.
I don't think the Drow are in this book.
Mushrooms?
Don't think the Drow are in this book, Ruby. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fuck. Send me a copy.
Maybe that's just racism, they know.
Yeah.
It's you. You're sitting there giving it the yeah, sure. Here. Just a
Follows got
little noise. Not as much a noise, but a voice in your head. You want to go to the west? You want to say you need to piss? You want to come over here and talk to me? Don't alert anybody.
Amber or Brutus?
Brutus.
What?
Go for it.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You want to come over here to the east? I forgot my map directions. You want to say you need to piss? Don't make anybody aware of what's going on.
Who are you?
My name's not important right now. What is important is you come over here. You want to talk to me. It's important
That's
for
me,
you.
Chad.
Can Ember hear this?
This is essentially the message cantrip.
Which is a one way.
Oh, even
So I would
funnier.
hear Brutus babbling to himself. Brutus, what are you babbling about? See anything?
I think someone's talking to me in my brain.
Oh, like I do.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Except slightly more annoying sounding.
That's impressive. What are they saying?
The target
go east.
can reply. It's a two-way thing, the message cantrip.
The message cantrip is a two-way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's always been
You
a
mean
two-way.
to say I have to whisper that?
And from what I'm gathering here, the target is whispering. Target being Brutus. So if you do wish to hear this, a master of perception check at disadvantage is you are just a bit busy reading a fucking book and telling Brutus all the important things.
I don't know shit.
Then let me backtrack. Hey boss, I think I heard something eastward. I'll be right back. Cracking his back.
Oh, just give me a
What's
shot
the-
if you need backup from back here.
Yup. And as you say that, Brutus is just readying his heavy crossbow. Alright, which way is east? I don't know my directions.
Right.
I don't know my fruits.
Thank you.
Wherever there is the... I'll say this, wherever there is the absence of a windrose, always assume that up is north.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Alright. To the right. Do I need to go right any further?
Oh, you're going away from camp, my buddy. You're going over the river.
And if I get shot, I get shot. As he's like hulking his crossbow. God damn it.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
trying to move.
You're fine there. As you step on over and in the brush, you see a light. You kind of see a bit of a face. Watch this light burns a little bit before the smoke seems to exhale. So, what are your types doing over here?
Do I see the person anymore?
You have a rough idea where they are based on the light and the smell of this burning tobacco.
Does his dark vision not work then?
You're right, it does. I keep forgetting about that dark vision on here because the map is so damn dark.
Everybody has dark vision, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep, I keep forgetting. It's 60 foot on a very dark map. It's like, oh, it's not kicked in. Yeah. The figure, I will say, they are trying to keep themselves as concealed as possible, but you do see you see the face of a man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
An elven man. With dark skin and white hair.
It's a fucking
It's a fucking drow!
Well, speak of the devil, or speak of Loth, I guess.
Or what's the good drow lady called?
There are no good drow.
No, there's a specific goddess for good drow.
Yeah,
Oh, the Sildarine?
non-existent.
Yeah.
Street.
They have made up gods now?
Aren't all gods technically made up?
Wow. Not in D&D.
No, it's a joke about all drow being bad. I'm being racist.
Anyways. You know, that light isn't helping you hide. I can see ya. Come on out. Let's talk.
We don't need to come out and talk. We'll just stay here and cling to the shadows as we usually do. After all, we don't want your friends getting any suspicions. But tell me, what's your name?
What?
You first.
Nyota. And you?
Watson.
Your first name is Watson.
He shrugs.
Well, Watson, let's say I got a hole burning in my pocket that I need to get rid of. and I got an itch in my brain that requires a little bit of information that maybe you could give me. You dig what I'm putting down?
Depends what you give and what you want. As he's like, still like he's lowered his heavy crossbow just that little bit, but he's still ready to shoot a fucker if he tries anything.
He takes an inhale of this pipe. What are you doing here? That's maybe 4 or 5 questions, and I got 4 or 5 gold pieces times by 10 for you. What do you say?
I'm assuming if I don't answer the question, I just get less money.
You're free to make any assumptions you want. You're a free man. Can't say things will be easy for you in the future, but you're free to do what you want.
I'll just ask you questions and I'll decide if I want to answer.
What are you doing here in this marvelous jungle of Jalta?
Traveling to Mirza. I can never get the name right. Mirzo?
You got any business there?
My boss is telling me to go there.
And if your boss asked you to jump into the trackless sea, would you do it?
No.
And you're not a little lapdog like I thought you were. Good and independent spirit.
Well, gee, I just prefer being alive.
And you're not as stupid as you look either. Well, that's good. How about you and I make a little, make this a little thing between you and me? A regular occurrence, if you will. Stop by every so often, maybe ask where you are, you tell me where you are, we meet up, exchange information, and I give you a little bit of gold, a little bit of information myself, you give me everything you got, and we form this little symbiotic type deal. What do you say?
Can I insight this man for like any like malicious intent in his voice? Is he trying to like trick me or get something more than I get? And I can kind of see him, so I can kind of see his face too, right?
Yeah, here's where shit gets real fun though.
Uh-huh.
I now need to roll this man's charisma.
I'd give him
Because
a
we
12,
don't
so
have a
I'd-
stat block yet. Nice! And now I'll just quickly update the A4 sheet of paper. Oh wait, no, he does have a stat block. Fuck, it's just rudimentary as fuck. Sweet.
Yeah.
Here's what we'll do.
Just let me know what I need to roll.
Even or odd?
Fuck it. Even.
Sweet. Even or odd?
Even.
I rolled 8 and an 8.
Ha!
So... Nope. Nope, don't do that, Matthew. Do not lick the pen. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that licks the pen that's called a free ink roller. No, I've done it before in Eve of Ruin. So, let me just check my number here. Sweet. You can insight check him.
Right. Fuck me!
He's a fast talker. He reminds you of someone. Now, you're always paid on time by that someone. Or at least you're always paid the amount you're owed by that someone.
On time is another question.
But, you get paid regardless. And with that pay, you know, it's never short. It may just be a bit late. For it, however, in this particular case, this fast-talking, charismatic-sounding man, Drow, speaks with the confidence of one who knows what he's doing, knows what he's saying. someone with years of experience, wiser beyond his years.
And then one last question before I guess continue answering his. Do I see any symbols of woe given drow? Just want to be safe.
No, this man wears no holy symbols.
None at all?
None at all. He's just adorned in like a black jacket
What about his eyes?
and a black hat and a thick scarf with some fingerless gloves because he's cool.
Right.
Ah!
Any other questions?
How many questions did I ask?
Let's see. You asked me where we're going.
That's
You
true.
asked me. You asked me about my boss, and then you asked me. No, I forgot the third. But I believe you've asked me 3 questions.
Cat on this one, that one's 4. As you watch, it's just something is coming towards you. Like launched from
Yeah.
him directly towards your face. And an
I
arc.
try to catch it.
Yep. You just and grab it and you hear that shh. And it's you can tell there's coin in there.
Brutus shrugs. I guess pleasure doing business with you.
Remember, this is our little secret. Nobody needs to know what you've been up to.
Hey, as long as you don't become a problem for me, I won't become a problem for you. As he stows away the gold. And so, that'll be all.
For now. Maybe I'll see you soon, maybe I won't. As you watch, it just begins to envelop into the shadows as you hear very quietly something whispered, and then he just and goes.
And really quickly, so I can write down his name, how do you spell his name?
Nyotta.
Otta. Nyoita?
Nyoita.
Nyoita. Right, then. Brutus cracks his neck, has his heavy crossbow in an even more relaxed position, and walks back over, heads back to the fire, and says, "Nothing special. Just a dead carcass and some coin."
Oh well, did you know that there's these creatures called rat caps?
Yep, lovely. You've already talked about that one 3 times.
No, actually, sorry, I lost what you said there. What did you just say? Because that was an awful long piss.
I hate wizards.
Well,
Brutus,
like I told you,
I will ask, did you open the pouch to check, or did you just assume?
money's money, even if it's not the exact amount.
No, I generally didn't catch what you say because I was looking for something and it was like it
Oh.
blocked me and I couldn't read the rat cap thing.
All Brutus said before you went on your little rant about rats was, it was nothing special. Found a mold carcass and some coinage.
Ah, well, that's nice. I don't know. How did you find it? You went fishing that far?
Oh no, I heard something out east. But if you'd like, you can help me count the coin.
Ooh, well, I don't mind. I can make it your payment.
Sure, I'll take it.
Hear that, Pepsi? The money you found, she will make yours.
Uh-huh. Just remember, you still owe me double.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how much I paid though. So
Here, tell you what. Find me another 10 gold and we're square for now.
well, you just found a bunch, so that should be enough, right? How much is even in it? Let's count that first before I start worrying about how much I have to pay you.
So you open up the little baggie.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you see is a card. with a name written on it and a little emblem. The emblem is that of the city of Waterdeep. You then see... I'm going to type this in here. Into the chat. You see a piece of paper that says that written on it.
Well, it looks like this poor fool died with his business card in the pocket.
Nah, it's a shame. Poor dead fellow. And Brutus is gonna take the card.
It's a cool little keepsake, you know, to remember the adventures we've had so far.
Exactly, nice little trinket.
You ever wonder when you find these things, like what they were about, you know? It's always
And
interesting.
I wonder what killed them. Carcass was mauled pretty good. I'm guessing maybe one of them... What are those tiny lizards called?
And she continued, like...
Oh god, what have I done? No, wait.
Well, there's a bunch of type of lizard. Which one were you thinking of?
Add 40 gold to your sheet.
Gotcha. Just tell me about all of them. You're gonna tell me anyway.
And she starts spouting about a bunch of different liveries. And I was like, well, actually, while I'm at it, there's also the red caps I was telling you about. They have like
It's the
red little
rest
heads and
of your rest comes through, and Brutus contemplates suicide.
Brutus contemplates jumping in the river.
The rest of your watch comes to an end uneventfully. Who do you wake for your final?
the whore.
Gark and Azira.
Oh.
They haven't gone yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're doing them both? That's okay.
Just gonna wake up Gark as gonna wake up
Claymore.
Claymore,
Clay.
Aziri, and just let Xourel sleep.
No. Claymore and her.
Oh wait, no, I have an even better idea. Pair Xourel and Azuri.
Okay. Yep. I say in the
Wow.
2 hours we discuss who we wake up next. And Amber does agree with that. I think that's a great idea.
It'll also be really funny. I bet Xourel's gonna curse about them later.
I'll wake up Xourel and just ask him nicely. You wake up Aziri.
Alright.
Just make sure I have gone to bed by the time like you wake them up. You know, stagger it out with a minute.
Yeah.
So they can't blame me or just shove me away.
Oh, I've just stabbed myself in the knuckle with a pencil.
And Brutus will do as you say.
Pencils are supposed to be written with, not stabbing.
And yeah,
Hey, try going to London. They'll shank you with anything.
I have stabbed a guy with a pencil in primary school. I will just point that out.
Damn.
When I was in first grade, I used to stab kids with pencils and then beat them unworthy if they cried.
What the fuck is wrong?
I'd done it in primary 3, which Tom has a rough idea what age that is. I then met the guy again in high school because he transferred school because he moved home, and he still had the mark on his arm, still the same color as the pencil from the day that I.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did he deserve it?
Yeah. He was a dick.
Ah, fair enough then. But also, what the fuck, Quinn?
Yeah, I was a very interesting child.
What?
I'd say you're still
Yeah,
interested.
interesting is an interesting way of saying autistic.
You should
Yeah.
have fucking studied.
As you
Yeah.
awake, Xourel. And, well, Aziri, apparently.
Aziri, rise and shine. It's your turn to watch with the tiefling twink. The twinkling, if you will.
I mean, yeah, who else are they going to wake up?
Blink light.
Don't worry, Aziri was not part of this rest, it's great.
Aziri wasn't?
Nope.
I didn't know. I thought they'd been here.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be
Just Xourel.
Xourel.
Just Xourel, but
Oh, just Xourel?
no, but we decided to wake up Aziri as well.
We're friends like this, eh, guys? But yeah,
We thought it would be funny.
Exactly.
Is there a fire?
there's a fire, yeah, a small enough fire that your guide helped build, enough to keep you warm and cook, but not enough to draw attention from the local wildlife.
It could be like an underground fire. You have those ones where you like dig a pit and then dig a
Yeah.
to it.
I know the one you're on about. Yep.
Yep.
Perfect example. That's what they've done. And then there's like a little pot over that to like cook and boil stuff, and to also dampen the light significantly. But yeah, there's a little fire. What are you thinking?
So we sort of just look at the fire and sort of make sure that's tended, and then if Xourel comes up, she'll just sort of go, "Oh, where are you from?"
Hell.
Sorry, what?
Where are you from?
I am from the wonderful city of you can tell that he's paying attention and he knows what you're saying, but he also doesn't seem the most thrilled.
Is not a city, but a region.
I'm sorry. I forget, it was a specific name that we always forgot. I think we said it like 6 times that session and none of us remember.
Athkatla.
Athkatla?
Athkatla.
Yeah. Athkatla, sorry.
It's alright.
Is that a city or like a village or?
It's a city, though I primarily lived in the theater that I work at.
It's a theatre.
A grand collection of people to come witness entertainment and shows. I myself am a singer. I'm not really a get out and get dirty kind of person, but my travels have led me here.
Oh, you're in a choir. Oh, yeah, I've heard choirs before. They used to come. We used to sing at the Abbey.
Not quite a choir. I'm typically a solo performer, but something like that.
If you're like a singer in almost a choir, why are you here?
Well, you see, a woman I loved very deeply, she ran out of this place. She was very out of her mind and disappeared one day. So I tracked her down to Baldur's Gate, and then we tracked her down to here. So now we're trying to find her. Apparently she's in the jungle.
Is that who you were talking about earlier?
Yes.
Why the secrecy? Why didn't you tell us?
I mean, I didn't consider it to be of that much importance. We're traveling together. You don't need to know the details of my love life. All you need to know is I'm looking for, and that's all you need to know.
True. I just thought it would have been better to have another pair of eyes looking out for her. What does she look like?
This is the moment in which I don't actually remember what she looks like.
Oh no, you're
Must
forgetting.
be very
to say-
memorable.
She's German. She looks like an old man.
She's
No,
a
she's
woman.
French. I know that much.
Oh, she's French. Why the fuck am I helping you? I don't like the French.
Ew.
Disgusting.
See, I know what Christine from Phantom of the Opera looks like, because that's what I based her off of, so I guess we'll just have to go with that.
I was making a joke about Rupert.
She's a fair woman. Long brown hair. Pale skin. Bit of a tired look around the eyes. Nothing that remarkable, but she was a very kind soul. She cared for me when no one else would.
I understand that.
She was a widow. Her husband died, and they were treating her unfairly, and so I kept her company. I believe the aggression of it all might have driven her mad. She started becoming paranoid and speaking of monsters and things that were absurd.
You think she was ill?
Mentally, yes.
How's that different from?
I mean, a physically ill person couldn't have gone from Baldur's Gate to Chult, so at least not this far.
The lady who hired us did.
Who?
The lady who hired us did.
Well, I think that was before she became like that.
No? Oh, whatever.
But she looked like really ill when we met her in Baldur's Gate, and she came with us.
Yeah, but she's not out here in the jungle, is she?
I don't know. I don't see her.
Well, I think we can assume that she's not.
I don't know. Do you think it's weird that there's so many illnesses going around?
I won't lie, it's not the most contenting thing. I feel it might have something to do with this undead business, but I don't know much about that.
But the lady who hired us, the person you're trying to find, me and Clive, it's all sort of like odd.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
My papa always used to say things come in threes.
Perhaps. I don't know if Chris is physically ill at all, but I know that she saw nightmares in her vision and it drove her insane. I'm hoping to find her before she...
When I was ill, I had visions and dreams and fever dreams.
It's true. I'm just hoping to find her before she gets herself killed.
Do you have a song? If you were a sing, did you have a song?
I have many.
But one that was important to you and whoever you're looking for? Larissa?
Maybe. I mean, there was the song I was performing the night I met her, but...
Would you sing it?
Would that be safe? As much as I love performing and getting up on stage, I highly doubt that the creatures of the night would very much enjoy hearing me belting out our exact location.
Or maybe you could do it quietly.
I guess. It's a bit hard to do opera quietly, but I could carry a tune.
What's opera?
It's a
Oh, is that like you're singing without the choir thing?
it's a loud, refined sort of singing.
It's like Claymore doing, sign language opera. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a loud but refined sort of performance, the kind of thing that patriarchs will pay tickets out of their seats to see.
Well, if you don't want to, that's fine. But maybe you could let us all hear. Maybe it might help us feel better about stuff.
Perhaps. I wouldn't be opposed to raising the morale.
But
Though
I'd
everyone-
like to hear it at some point.
Everyone...
I'm sure you're very good.
Thank you. I quite like to think so. I think it's a little cocky bastard smile. Everyone is asleep at the moment, but perhaps if we have time.
Over breakfast, maybe.
Maybe.
Can I glance over and look towards where guide set up their tent camp thing? I think you said she moved out of dark vision range, but is there any sort of like hint of movement or any eyes reflecting back from that thing? Is she surreptitiously sneaking and studying us?
There's not much that you're seeing coming from there. You are hearing. My timed that well. I finished my orange. You kind of hear every now and then they're like someone who is struggling to sleep, but like you can hear she's making these noises, and you can hear like, the rustling that would come from fabric on fabric as someone tosses and turns in a sleeping bag.
Is that Clive or is that someone else?
That there would be your guide. I would say, for argument's sake, I'll drop the little the fake guide token. It's like all the way down here is by these pillars or such. Pardon me. Is that actually at your dark vision? I wonder. So close.
Aziri wouldn't really think about the dark vision at the moment because she's still human in her mind. I'll look over after a little while. I'll look over at Thor and say, "Why is it that all of you seem so comfortable with our guide? She's not trustworthy."
Well, I deal with untrustworthy people every day of my life, or at least I did before I worked here, and honestly, even after I'd worked with you all, I still think that's true. Working in a theater requires you to work with many kinds of people, and none of them are the most greatest of heart. I was born and raised around people who are most likely to backstab you as they are to treat you well, and knowing how to navigate that sort of thing is about living, and if getting along with people like that is what keeps us alive, then I see no issue in it.
Sounds tough. I won't backstab you. You can trust me. I will help you, support you. I'll find your Larissa. I hold out my hand to Xourel.
I will hold you to it. Grab her hand and give it a small shake.
Of course, I'll keep my eyes peeled. But you shouldn't trust the guy. Keep an eye on them.
Trust me, I am as vigilant as I am trustworthy. I can know when someone's about to give me a nice knife in the back just as much as I am able to trust them.
It's about that time you feel a sharp stabbing sensation in your back. Yeah, for yourselves, a pleasant night of conversation. Then, Aziri, as you are sitting opposite the fire, talking to Xourel, you see I coming from the south, walking closer and closer and closer to your camp. And then just
I will stand up and move to put myself to the south so I'm close to them than Xourel is.
So you move on in a little more. You then hear the voice. So untrustworthy. I have done nothing to you. We could have a good friendship. I could teach you of the lands, but you seem to think I'm out to get you. As they sit down by the fire. Maybe you should go to bed. Reflect on your actions and be a better person. Or stay up all night with me and watch me like a hawk. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. But the sun will be up soon.
I go and wake Clive.
The guy just kind of sits there and shrugs as Gark, your tent is opened, and Aziri awakes you.
And I will sign to you so that she can't see. It's your turn to watch. Keep an eye on her. Don't trust her. And then I'll go to bed.
Yeah. Wait, am I muted? No, I'm not.
Let me hear you.
It gives you a thumbs up but if you turn away immediately, I suppose it's too late, but he will point towards his eyes that are like almost falling out from the blight. As he stands up. Exits.
Before I go, I'll just reach out and I'll just sort of like cup your face and your eyes, and a small little glow comes from my hands and just cuts you and just gives you some relief. I could use this on you.
Oh, that's alright. I don't think I need to be healed. Or is this purely for a caressing touch? Oh, yeah.
It's just effect. Something that she's done to you to help you out previously when you've been.
He appreciates it. And if he's allowed, he'd like to just, tenderly stroke your hand as you leave. As a sign of affection, admiration, gratitude. But
just clasp his hand to move off.
Clive exits his tent, and there's a big stretch, yawns, then tries to perceive the area with a -2.
Big stretch.
You see
That's not a penalty, by the way. My passive is -2.
You see your Yuan T guide. Now, you weren't here for this. I haven't quite got a photo yet, so
Oh.
Truly immersion breaking.
I'll sign to her. You've changed since I last saw you.
Yes, thank you for giving me
both-
the one that I can't understand. This will be an excellent 2 hours.
Aziri puts her hand out of the to her tent and just puts a thumbs up and then pulls it back in slowly.
He'll approach her. Sign me amor. We do not need language to understand one another. This is the one that is wildly in love with me, right? Or am I just kind of harassing some poor fucking sod that we hired?
Oh, she's under the impression you're gay, if you don't recall.
Oh, right. It is against my tenor to be disloyal. I need to think of my good Aryan friend. Good heavens. Quite literally. Well, Clive is as blind as a fuck and you can't really talk to her. Does she say anything? Does Salida say anything or do anything while they're on watch together? Does she seem to perhaps get antsy or leave? I could make an insight check. I can't make a perception check because I won't.
She does seem to talk to you an awful lot. She does, but like, you know that way when you're really annoyed and you're the only person in the house, so you just kind of like start talking to yourself angrily. No. Lucky
Sorry,
you.
No.
But you watch as she starts just cutting away some thin bits of wood to make some arrows. And she does, you watch as this small little bird, almost like a parrot type creature, kind of lands by the fire. And you watch as she kind of crosses her legs and sits there and looks at it. And it kind of just sits there and bobs around and starts eating some stuff. And you watch as her hands glow as she touches the creature, and as it does, you watch it kind of seems to turn round. Yes. They think I'm crazy. God forbid one try and etch out a life for them. I know. And now they stick me with the dumb one that can barely see or talk. So hard.
Look a little disappointed. It's alright.
What was your name again? Ah. Would you like some? There you go. As she's doing that, you can just like, and she's like just scratching the neck of this parrot and holding a conversation.
Clive will sign. He's perhaps a bit excluded, but he'll sign. Does this thing eat meat? And hopefully get an answer. I don't recall because it's still in my inventory.
We did have some issues with the inventory stuff, so Yeah, don't worry about that, lady. That's a slap. That's like a... That there, my friend, is like an 8-ounce sirloin steak that you're just walking around with.
You never know. Maybe you encounter a little bird that might like it.
Give me animal handling.
Oh.
Why did I ask Bing? I'm clearly a fucking sadist. Oh. You take it a little bit.
Birds eat meat.
I looked up if parrots eat meat. Apparently, yes, parrots are omnivores, but they should only be given a little bit of meat. I didn't know
Maybe
that.
I should. Maybe I shouldn't have given it this fucking.
But you take it out and it kind of hops on over. If you're hungry, you're hungry. Like, if you're being offered free food, take it. Who are you to look a gift human in the mouth? You watch it starts to like rip little bits of the fat off just between the marbling of the steak. And she looks up at you. You have a strange way with parrots.
Somewhat? What? He points towards himself.
No, the parrot has a strange way with parrots.
Oh, okay. Okay, he nods. Yeah, we.
Oh god, it's
Capiche.
Anyway. Kind of looks at the bird. Does he speak parrot? The parrot kind of looks at you.
Do I speak parrot? Can I? I'd like to look at a parrot. And I'm either going to bullshit this, or I'm going to ask you if I can make an animal handling to determine, you know, tone-wise, maybe you can understand what the parrot just said.
I would say.
Why am I even doing this? What is the point? Because who am I going to say it to? No one can fucking understand me. This is just grifting all over again.
My. The consequences of my actions come back to haunt me.
Look, I wasn't expecting to be with this fucking chick. But, alright.
You chose to be like this.
I know. I'll roll with the teeth I've given myself.
I would say you could give me insight or performance. Depending upon what you want to do.
Clive knows of people, probably knows of people that can speak to animals, so I'd say insight. He's not going to try and bullshit his way out of it. Well, that's not a very good roll, is it?
You are rolling privately.
Oh, you can't see my private roll?
No, I can. You're rolling privately to everybody else, like for everybody else. Which is a bit odd. But
might need to say this beforehand. Clive always has the great sword with him, but he's not wearing armor when he's sleeping. Just so
okay.
you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, for it, you have no idea. This pirate just squawked randomly at you.
All right. Well, he's off to. He'll keep. What's the name? Salida. In his peripheral, but he will, stand guard. That is currently his job, but he can't speak to animals, and this woman doesn't understand sign language. Sorry.
Her hand out, like takes the little parrot in hand. Yes, he's off to see his lover, I think. They have a strange connection in the eyes, but what can you do? And she kind of looks up and looks back at the parrot.
Okay, well now I don't feel comfortable going to this part of the camp, so I'll go this way then, I suppose. Is this my lover? No, that's someone I dislike. Never mind.
But self-conscious. Ah. Most humans are, to be fair. They enslave you? How terrible. If it's any consolation, my kind have enslaved them before. It was horrible. He's at the pocket and like gives it another nut. Yes.
Come back. He'll sign. What was that? What
Be
was
free.
that last part?
He kind of looks at you. I have no idea what you're saying.
He'll sign Promi.
What the fuck is all this?
Oh, shit. Okay, well.
Use your voice like the rest of them.
He'll won't. I think it's best. He knows a little bit about her, I suppose, but I think it's best if we end the watch there.
Yep.
I will try and make a perception.
Try. Wow. Wow. Are you meaning to roll privately?
No, but I'm scared of other people seeing my stuff.
I don't. We've already tore your character to parts multiple times. Don't worry. No one was safe.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Surprisingly high roll.
Just in general shit happening?
It's typically what you do when you stand guard. Just kind of watch if anything, comes near, tries to ambush you. But he's at the same time he's also trying to keep an eye on Salida, like Aziri asked of him, to see if she's not sneaking away, doing any weird rituals, talking to any more animals. One parrot is enough. Two parrots is excessive. Two parrots is just...
She stokes the fire and in a big pot, adds some water that's been collected from this odd drum-like thing that you've seen. And she kind of lets it boil and just kind of mixes it through before adding it back to her water skin and closing it up and giving it a little shake and putting it on her bag before she starts cooking. Just, a little bit of food. You hear that frying. It's after a few moments. She's kind of whatever she's been cooking is quite thick. It's about maybe half an inch thick. It's also only been in this frying pan for about maybe 2 minutes aside, and it is a white meat. But she just
Did she deep fry the fucking parrot?
No, the parrot flew away.
Oh.
That would have been really funny though.
Pal, you want a cracker? No.
Cracker, I hardly know her.
Took some stuff from her bag, fried this white meat, only for about 2 minutes, and then just opened it up, and you see the forked tongue and fanged teeth as she just puts it in and just swallows it whole. Just cracks it off, and it scrapes out the pan into the fire just to burn it up a bit more as the sun starts to peek through the trees like God rays when you turn DLSS up maximum. Let's see. Morning comes, yeah?
That's not what DLSS is.
Don't worry, Fox, don't worry.
He'll write in his journal about this endeavour. He'll write the name Siladas, make a very crude drawing of the fangs and a forked tongue, and just kind of write down the experience for later reference. But right now there's there's other matters they tend to. But this is something he will have to discuss with the others in private.
The morning awakes. You watch as she takes her hand and she looks at you. Watch this. As her hand goes up, you watch this mage hand seems to move on over, and as it does, just unzips Aziri's tent. It's morning! Wake up! And she just kind of sits there staring eyes, fucking hatred eyes at Aziri for what she's done. Then kind of moves on over to Brutus's tent and kind of unzips that. Wakey wakey, hands up snaky. Before going back to her own tent to wrap things up for the night. Or the morning at this point. What it is now. Morning here in the jungles of Chult. It's 6 a.m. in the Big Brother house. Everybody can knock off a long rest if they need to, or just change spells because there's been no combat yet.
I would get rid of my exhaustion that hasn't been applied.
Yep. And yours are.
I want to be included. The long rest. Long rest button. Go.
He's all awake to the sounds. The fire is a lot hotter and a lot brighter. And there's everything's just kind of sat to the side, ready to be used. You can see over now in the distance, Salida kind of packing up her tent and such, and Clive sitting there, just looking like Clive, I suppose. I don't know how he's reacted to all this. He could be mortified, he could be happy. I don't know. He's a hard read.
It's
He's
the
almost
on his face.
Is Scylla's like has she turned her back towards us?
Oh yeah, she's done her own thing.
Clive will sign about the experience of, well, talking to the parrot is one thing, but he might have been delirious and imagine that. What he didn't imagine, and he'll show the kind of the sign around, of this pretty ugly child's drawing of Satan eating a parrot.
Oh.
And points towards her and signs a word for snake, snake actually. And also sign enslaved Arab people.
You're trying to say that she ate a snake and enslaved her people?
No, he's a retarded one. Okay, pull it back a little bit. He'll sign.
Quanti is a word within D&D,
Yeah, but is it a sign language word? Just like how Tiefling is spitting on the floor.
That's not canon.
Well,
you seem to
it is
forget
not
that
likely.
every version of sign language also has a way to spell words. Like, in all English-speaking sign language, you can say A, E, I, O, U. That is sign language for
true.
the vowels right there.
But then there's also one thing. Does Clive know what a Yuan-Ti is?
I don't think you were ever told the name of these creatures when you first encountered them. And they were a bit of a shock at that point.
They were trying to kill us.
They were
And Aziri will sign, yes, not trustworthy.
He'll sign yes. Slaver and killer, maybe.
Yes. She'll sign bad person. I've been telling them this, and they've ignored me.
He'll sign. What fucking idiots!
And she will point at the other four.
And remember, just for everybody's own...
We can all understand this, by the way.
For everybody's own at home, the what fucking idiots is I've watched someone change that. It's on recording. It's on. We watched you change that, Gark. It was everyone.
I wanted to change it a long time ago, but I never got to it.
Where's the language button?
I got rid of it because it does cause a bit of a lag. And also because it wasn't using it'd say it's doing Inferno and it wouldn't even use the Inferno script. Such immersion breaking. Such as your guide being a literal sentient bow and arrow.
It's not cool to get rid of that. What if we get another crab that can only speak in understands the languages you speak?
But at that point there, we'll figure it out. However, I think the only crab that you're going to find right now
STD.
is this one. This little guy. And his name is Billy Bob.
My next character is
Oh
going
my
to be an
goodness.
artificer with a thing.
Can fucking eat Billy Bob.
No!
Well, now he knows how to deep fry things. Clive will sign untrustworthy, but probably good guide. Be cautious.
Imagine we killed the crab here in Schult, and then somewhere in Avernus, one forms. They go back to hell where they came from.
Like people.
All crabs and the material plane go to hell.
In response to you, Aziri will just sign fine, and like leave it at that, and then start making breakfast.
Well, we'll also sign. She is 1. We are 1, 2, 3, 6.
I imagine as he's doing that, he's sitting there, like doing the numbers on his hands, like signing it out, like 1, 2, 3. But yeah, for it, I've already knocked off, or you've already knocked off a ration for yesterday, but we'll just say you've knocked off a ration for today for the sake of it, for the thing. So now you get 1 ration already, and yous all have some Vateru. And we're going to be doing we're going to be doing a lot of flicking between 2 separate scenes, 3 separate scenes at most, when it comes to combats and such. But don't worry, we're fine. As you are now headed back out into the beautiful jungles of Xourel, after having a beautiful dinner and letting it all settle in once more, the roars and the cracks and the bangs come through. This point, you all notice now as the sun comes through, is Ichi stands there looking round, talking to you. His eyes are completely blacked. Just pure black. Like an alien.
Whose eyes?
Ichi.
Aziri, seeing this, walk up and just sort of like slowly wave her hand in front of his eyes.
You can still see perfectly fine.
Ichi will have a questioning look at you, like, what's going on?
Clive will sign eyes black. Sick? Question mark.
Joined the club?
No, they're blue.
Not anymore, Mr. Arian. You're with the rest of us now.
I suppose Ichvereth will go look at his reflection in the water.
So you look at your reflection in this blue water, your nice claffy blonde hair, your perfectly high cheekbones and very thin face with no stubble or hair to speak of, looks back at you, and your eyes are as dark as the night sky without the stars. But they still seem to have that living glimmer to them. Your vision has not changed in any way, shape or form. Your eyes are just black.
El Diablo.
Okay, fuck you.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
He's taking this surprisingly well.
I mean, how else are you supposed to react? This is like when you wake up, your skin color is just like blue. It's just like, oh, okay, this is how
blue.
I guess.
I got smurfed on.
I touch my eyes a little, my eyeballs, and
Ugh.
does it work?
Nothing happens.
All you hear is just a squish.
I'm trying to find the lens, guys. Can somebody help me find the lens?
I keep on the gleams.
If this is one of the symptoms of the blight.
Not to your knowledge.
Okay. Well, suppose we'll press on then. We've only moved so fucking little.
You can only move 1 square per day, and you did spend like half a session in Xourel to make sure everything was good, and picking up where we left off from last session. But here's what I'm going to say.
Actually, we're still in Xourel.
Actually, I'll fuck you up. Tom, you still up in front? Tom, you still up in front?
No, because Juanti is there. I guess Ember would walk to the front and ask Brutus to join them.
And ask, what?
Brutus to join them, to like go to the front. Because the other ones are scared of the guide, apparently, that we chose together. So
Brutus shrugs. Alright.
Clive will join you, I suppose. He's not scared of her.
She's not up front.
I ask her to join us up front as well.
I'm more prepared for the middle or back.
Alright, then I'll... Ah, sorry. Howdy, partner. Then I will make sure to take the lead.
You do that.
Just tell me if we need to change directions or if you need anything from us.
I'm
was
sure
blind.
I will.
Thank you very much.
Now, which way are we going again? I'll give me a survival check, Ruby.
Can Brutus help me with this?
Can I give you guidance?
I'm going to say no to both fronts, as module as written, I'm supposed to be the one rolling this for you.
Okay, so this is just...
You march on.
While marching, would I be able to try to either hunt or look for anything else that's edible?
Yeah, you can give me a survival check as well.
Can I give myself guidance on that?
Yeah. You're doing like 10 hours of marching here, buddy, by all means.
Oh, okay, that was sarcasm.
No, that
Never
was
mind.
genuine. You're doing like 10 hours of marching here, man, by all means. You do you. I gotta find a number.
Oh, wait, okay, so you mean I can do guidance as in use survival somewhere along the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're basically rolling this for like the time, yeah. That was not the number. Sweet. I don't know what this creature is at all.
Oh, well,
Do we all have to roll stealth? Or was that just...
That's just for him to
Leader.
find stuff, don't worry. And then as we come back to here, as we do the cool, sweet, nice, as you are enjoying your time and your walk. Taking it all in, the guide tells you about all these beautiful things that she has seen and heard. You know, makes that friendly talk about how the world is so beautiful and how people have really just destroyed Chult in the past. You then, at some point throughout this march, hear a very loud, very close roar with the beating and banging. As it does, you hear this cracking of a tree followed by this whoosh as something is thrown. As you hear another large growl and roar, and as the guide looks at you. Welcome to Chult.
Jurassic
Population probably shrinking. Let's pick this up next week.